It's time for the most listened to high school football scoreboard show in the state of Alabama. The WQSB High School Football Scoreboard, presented by Southern Elite Realty in Guntersville. For the next 3 hours, we'll give you the scores for this week's games and the naming of the high school team of the week. Now, let's go to the scoreboard with your hosts, Jeff Allen and Phil Harris, on Alabama's Country Giant, WQSB.
And happy Halloween, everyone. And welcome to the High School Football Scoreboard. Phil dressed up tonight. He dressed up as a radio announcer. Good outfit there, Phil.
Yeah, the dark mode. You can't see me. So, all the trick-or-treating hopefully is over with. It's time to tune in to Scoreboard and, another great night of high school football. And I hope everybody has been safe out tonight, because it's kind of dangerous.
Yes, it is. As I was coming in, a lot of cars stopping at houses, but hope you had a wonderful Halloween this evening. And Week 11 of High School Football Scoreboard, 82 games on our schedule this week, but most of those, Phil, were played last night. Only 20 games on our schedule for tonight. Of course, we'll be talking about those 20 games, giving you all the final scores from last night, and we'll do a deep dive into our playoffs and our matchups. Coming up next week is the Alabama High School Athletic Association. The playoffs will start next week. Let's get you up to date on games in progress right now in the area. Over in Albertville, it's the 111th meeting of Guntersville and Albertville, and right now the Wildcats on top of the Aggies, 27-12. Boaz, this was a tight game. Actually, Aniana went up to 14-12 in the second quarter, but Boaz has taken command. They lead 34-14 down at Corley Stadium in Boaz tonight. Pell City, no trouble tonight. Southside needed a win in this game tonight to make the playoffs. It's not going to happen as Pell City rolled into Barney Hood Stadium tonight, and the Panthers are dominating. It's 54-13. Spring Garden is on the road. They're playing at Ranburne tonight, and Ranburne is up on Spring Garden 21-9. And right now, down in over in Coleman County, it's Holly Pond. They lead Cleveland 44-24 right now as they play in the fourth quarter.
Other partial scores, of course. Now, this is a region schedule, so there's still some region games out there because it'll decide the region championship. And right now, Piedmont looks like they're going to be the outright champion. They're leading 39-0 over Glencoe in the third quarter, which means that Glencoe will fall into that number 3 seed spot. Westbrook right now, they've clinched a 2 spot. They're leading over Walter Welborn 45-0. Locust Fork is leading over Sachs 28-6, and J.B. Pennington right now is on top of Weaver. The score right there is 28-14, and Ohatchee finished their season, regular season, as they had an open date this week.
Phil, some other scores in North Alabama right now as Berry is on top of Victory Christian 46-7. Buckhorn leads Grissom 28-6. Sweetwater, they're shutting out Tanner 28-0. Jasper all over Lawrence County 49-0. Phil Campbell is leading Red Bay 26-14. Just got an update from down at Bluntsville where J.V. Pennington has just added a touchdown, and they've gone up on Weaver right now 35-14. All these games are in the fourth quarter, are moving to the fourth quarter. Also tonight, it's Bayside Academy. One of the couple of games that are ranked teams play against one another. Bayside's ranked number 3. number 5 in Class 3A, and Tuscaloosa Academy is number 7 in Class 2A. Of course, Tuscaloosa Academy coming off the loss last week to Coosa Christian, but Bayside Academy is up on Tuscaloosa Academy 16-0 now, and I think that's got you up to date on all the games really that's in progress in North Alabama.
Yeah.
So Phil, let's cover some of the games and played in our area last night, and it looks like we do have our first final score this evening. Jasper tonight has won. They finished their regular season at 8-7 3-2 as they beat Lawrence County tonight, 49-7. That's our first final in this evening as the Jasper Vikings, they're headed to the playoffs as the number 3 seed. And they have won tonight 49-7. Last night in our area, big game up at Geraldine. The Geraldine Bulldogs finished their regular season 9-1. The Bulldogs ranked number 4 as they head into the playoffs next week. They defeated Douglas 42-25. Priceville, this game was Arab had the lead 21-14 late in the first half. Priceville scored to tie the game up, then scored 21 points in the second half to pull away to a 42-21 win over the Arab Knights. The 88th meeting between Collinsville and Valley Head last night at Tiger Stadium in Valley Head. It was all Collinsville Panthers. I think at one time this game was tied 14-14. But Collinsville pulled away to a 49-21 win. Phil was at this game. He'll talk a little bit about that during the program tonight as Fort Payne played Pelham last night at home. The number 10 Wildcats finished their regular season 9-1 after a 28-21 win over Pelham last night. The Pisgah Eagles rolled over Sylvania 36-10. Eider had a squeaker, but they picked up win number 2 on the season as they knocked off Gaston 36-32. Etowah gets their first win of the year, 44-28 last night over Lincoln. And a surprise here is Randolph County knocks off Oaks Bluff 25-7.
In other finals from last night, Gaston City, they put it on Fultondale last night as they stepped out of region play. Probably a game that Gaston City needed. You know, they've had a lot of hard-fought games, but this is one probably a lot of the bench got to play. Gaston City beat Fultondale 42-0. Whitesburg Christian, this game was 14-14 at the halftime between Sandrock and Whitesburg, but Whitesburg pulled away in the second half to win 31-14. Cedar Bluff picked up a win as they stepped out of region play. They knocked off Donahoe. Final score there 35-19 to finish up their regular season. Galesville ended the season on a sour note. They went down and played a monumental game down at Notasulga. We'll talk about that later. As Notasulga knocked off Galesville 41-8. Mars Hill Bible, we found out how good they are. They knocked off Scottsboro last night 41-14. And, you know, this is argumentative, but Mars Hill, this could be the best team they've had in school history. Section was a winner. They knocked off Woodville. Big win for the Section Lions. So Coach Edwards ends the season on a good note as they beat Woodville 34-31. Northside Mountain and Susan Moore. Northside Mountain pulled away in the second half to knock off the Bulldogs by the final score of 45-30 as Northside Mountain finishes their season at 8-2.
And Phil, a couple of updates before we give you some other scores. Right now, Piedmont has just added a touchdown, and they lead 46-0 over Glencoe there at the Field of Champions. And Holly Pond and Cleveland, they've really had a scoring fest in the second half. It's 50-34, Holly Pond on top of Cleveland as they play over at Holly Pond tonight. Last night in regional action in Class 4A Region 8, of course, the top 4 seeds were already determined, with Plainview being number 1, Madison County 2, North Jackson 3, and Randolph 4. But the scores from last night to round out the region season was Plainview defeating St. John Paul 49-21. North Jackson picks up win number 7 on the year as they knock off DAR 48-14. Randolph scores late to slip by New Hope 23-22 at Madison Academy. They finished 8-2, ranked number 10 in Class 4A. They beat Westminster last night 42-13. Now in 4A Region 7, the region championship was decided last night as unbeaten West Morgan, ranked number 3, played unbeaten Deschler, ranked number 7. And the Rebels of West Morgan won for the 34th. They've won 34 regular season games in a row to win the region championship last night, 13-7. So West Morgan, the number 1 seed, Deschler, the number 2 seed out of that region. Also, it was Brooks over East Lawrence, 56-20. Hatton was a winner over Wilson, 46-27. Central of Florence defeated Danville, 21-12.
Moving on down, of course, other scores partially around the state. Of course, everybody stepped out of region play and have ended up the regular season. But Southeastern, they come back and got a 2-point conversion and beat Oakman 29-28. They trailed a lot of this football game.
Phil, let me tell you, with 7 seconds to go, they were trailing. They scored with 7 seconds to go in the game. and then went for two to win the game and beat 3A Oakman last night. A very exciting game down at Rimloup last night as Southeastern, again, finished 8-2, and congratulations to Coach Bird and that team.
Yeah, because when I checked the score, Oakman jumped out to a big lead early, and I was like, oh, Lord, Southeastern's going to get run out of the place. But, yeah, an outstanding comeback win there for Southeastern. Fairview, they remain undefeated going into the playoffs as they knock off Good Hope. Final score 14-7. Somehow, some way, Fairview always seems to come up and win these close games, and they did it again last night against a pretty good Good Hope team. Oak Grove beat Hanceville last night 70-15. It was Brewer getting past West Point by the final score of 24-17. Alexandria beat Munford 35-15. Anniston, what a great year they've had. Workman-like game. Jacksonville made it hard on them, but Anniston was able to finally pull away late and hold off Jacksonville 18-3. Florence by a single point. They beat Oxford 12-11. It was Cleburne County. They knocked off White Plains 27-14. Raglan stepped out of region play, and they knocked off Decatur Heritage 51-20. And St. Clair County, boy, what a great season they've had. What a great story they have been. They knocked off Asheville last night 42-7.
Phil, the Albertville Aggies have scored again. It's now 27-19 as the Aggies try to rally this evening on Halloween, trying to come back and pull an upset against the Gunnersville Wildcats in the 111th meeting between the Mountain Goats and the River Rats is what they used to call them. So, Corner was a winner last night over Springville, 48-14. Huntsville knocked off Lee 31-8. It was Hazel Green over Columbia 34-8. Homewood beats James Clements 38-28. Hartselle shut out Mortimer Jordan 24-0. It was Muscle Shoals, an impressive win here for Muscle Shoals over Austin, 30-7. Faultville knocks off Winston County 42-14, and Athens was a 28-12 winner over Russellville. Phil, you got any updates before we go to our first break?
I had seen where I had one, and I don't remember where it was at. So we'll check. Oh, I know it was. Buckhorn has extended the lead over Grissom. Now it's now 35-6 as they play fourth quarter.
And Lake Properties, Mountain Properties, residential or commercial. At Southern Elite Realty, they treat every property like it's their own. Check them out today or tonight at mysouthernelite.com. Southern Elite Realty, where great real estate is built on a firm foundation.
Hey, it's Friday Night Lights. Cooler weather and great deals on new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Alexander Ford in Boaz. Come see us before you buy your next vehicle. We do not have what you want. We'll order it for you. We have been in business for over 50 years and want to thank our customers and invite you to come see why people come see us again and again. The automobile business has changed, but Alexander Ford still values family, friendships, and good hometown people. Good luck to your school this football season, and come see us at Alexander Ford in Boaz.
Support your favorite team in school colors from Dixie Designs, Denson Avenue in Boaz. Dixie Designs can create a logo or custom artwork for your school, church, business, or upcoming event. From screen printing to embroidery, the team at Dixie Designs can do it all. T-shirts, caps, sweats, jackets, polos, uniforms, and much more. Dixie Designs is the official printer of the WQSB Team of the Week T-shirts. Dixie Designs, 415 Denson Avenue in Boaz. Quality sportswear that you can wear every day.
Everybody in the community enjoys coming together to cheer on your favorite team at schools. For over 75 years, Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative has provided the electricity to heat and cool the homes, schools, businesses, and light the playing fields in our communities. Marshall DeKalb Electric employees Joey Miller, Jared Whitaker, Briar Mint, Andrew Giles, and Tyler Gilliland were proud to play for Boaz High School and now provide you with the power for your everyday life.
Hi, this is Brent Rhodes, candidate for DeKalb County Commission President. As a lifelong resident of DeKalb County, I care deeply about our people, our values, and our future. On May the 19th, I would truly appreciate your vote. I'm committed to working hard for our community and helping move DeKalb County forward. Best of luck to all of our local teams this year. We're proud of you.
Paid political advertisement by Brent Rhodes, Crossville, Alabama.
This is Jonathan Bright, owner of Jonathan Bright Independent Contracting Services. Are you having roof trouble? Call me today at 256-505-9842. Your local trusted roofer. And from all of us here at Jonathan Bright Independent Contracting, we'd like to say good luck to our Albertville Aggies.
Flu and COVID season is right around the corner. Are you ready? At Riverview Advanced Medicine, your neighborhood nurse practitioner, Lisa Foreman, is ready to help keep you and your family protected. We offer flu shots, COVID boosters, and same-day sick visits, all with compassionate, expert care. Y si hablamos español. Walk-ins welcomed. Appointments welcomed. Call 256-546-1445 to schedule yours today. Stay healthy this season with care that's close to home.
At Family Savings Credit Union, we believe in people helping people. Whether you're overcoming challenges or building on great credit, we're here with real support, smart guidance, and personalized plans because you're not just a number, you're family.
Apply online for quick turnaround. FamilySavingsCU.com.
Family Savings Credit Union, where your money grows with you and your family. Member accounts insured by NCUA.
Now back to the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard, presented by Southern Elite Realty in Guntersville, the most listened to scoreboard in the state of Alabama. Here's your hosts, Jeff Allen and Phil Harris.
And we want to congratulate some girls volleyball championship teams from our area. Congratulations to the Lady Wildcats from Guntersville. They were the 5A state champion in volleyball. Phil, they won 64 games this year, 64-5, tied a school record as the Guntersville Lady Wildcats. Also, the Lady Warriors from Cherokee County had an exciting volleyball state championship victory yesterday, and seems like the ladies down at Pleasant Valley, they're always good, and they won another 2A state championship. So congratulations to Guntersville, Cherokee County, and Pleasant Valley, state champions in volleyball.
You know, it's unreal how in about a 7 or 8 week span they play that many games, and it's tournament after tournament on the weekend, and I don't see how they do it, but it's got to be lots of fun. But congratulations to Guntersville and Cherokee County. Partial scores that have come in tonight. Albertville's hanging in there. Guntersville leads. You know, this is Halloween. You never know. You know, the ghosts are hovering around. Yeah. And right now, Guntersville's leading over Albertville 27-19. Boaz has seen Aniana score again, but it's now Boaz up 34-21 as they play fourth quarter. Other partial scores right now, Pell City is eliminating Southside from playoff contention as they lead them big now, 54-19 as they play in the fourth quarter. Hadn't heard anything on Rambert and Spring Garden in a while. Last time we got the score on this, it was 21-9, third quarter. Maybe we'll get an update on that one soon. Right now, Holly Pond is leading over Cleveland. The score there is now 50-34.
Actually, Phil, I think it's 44-34. Okay. It's still, I just checked that, 44-34. We had a report 50. It could be 50, but we haven't confirmed that yet, but we do have a confirmed 44-34 score. Also tonight, in 3A Region 6, we've got a couple of final scores tonight. It's going to determine now the seeding in this region as Piedmont has shut out Glencoe 46-0 tonight as the Bulldogs, an impressive win tonight. They finished the regular season 10-0 as they beat Glencoe. They'll be the number 1 seed. Also, Westbrook, they're ranked number 10 this week. They finished their regular season 9-1. Their only loss was to Piedmont earlier this year. They defeated Walter Wellborn 48-0. So that region will be Piedmont number 1 and Westbrook 2, Glencoe 3, and Walter Wellborn 4. Games in progress in that region right now. Actually, we do have a final score. Locust Fork has defeated Sachs 41-13 is the final in that one. As Dave Soha just sent me that final score has just in big win there for the Locust Fork Hornets as they get their second win of the season tonight. And also J.V. Pennington is up in the fourth quarter. 35-14 is the score in their game. Also, one other score, Phil, 35-13, I believe Buckhorn was leading Grissom. Sweetwater leading Tanner 28-0. Phil Campbell leading Red Bay 26-14. Marion County was up on Lamar County 20-18. Aliceville was leading Greensboro 20-6, and Bayside leading Tuscaloosa Academy 16-0. Those are the only games actually that are going on right now in the state. And also just got a final score. Pale City has defeated Southside. That game has gone final 54-19 as the Pale City Panthers. What a great year for them, Phil. They've really come on strong the last couple of years. They were 1-9 just a couple of years ago, and now they finished their regular season 7-3, headed to the playoffs in a very tough region there in 6A.
Yeah, any team that comes out of that region is going to be tough in the playoffs and going to be a tough out. There is no doubt about it. And, of course, we know Clay Chalkwell's the leader of the pack in that region also. Final scores, of course, for most of these were from last night. Geraldine beat Douglas 42-25 to finish 9-1 on the year. Priceville beat Arab 42-21. Collinsville, this was 14-14 after Valley Head returned to kickoff in the first quarter. It was 14-14 end of one, but Collinsville put together 35 straight points, and they win over Valley Head. Final score there 49-21. Collinsville moves on to the playoffs. Valley Head ends their season at 3-7. This was a great game last night. I got to go see this one. Fort Payne beat Pelham 28-21. And this was one of those where Chris Elmore probably put a smile on his dad's face, Jerry Elmore, because he went to the running game. Because Fort Payne struggled throwing the football, but the big thing was they were at a speed disadvantage against Pelham, but were able to run the football, and they run that outside zone lead, I bet, off the left side about 25 times. They just kept going, staying at it with their running game. And control clock, that was a big thing. They really didn't control the game, but they controlled clock. And in the fourth quarter, they scored with about a minute and a half to go, got the 2-point conversion, and held off a late Pelham rally to win 28-21. One of them great high school football games that, you don't think about because it's teams that really don't know each other.
Phil, that's just good coaching. You find something that works and stay with it.
Yeah. He definitely did that, and what a great win for Fort Payne to finish 9-1 in a season not much was expected, and I think they really have gone above and beyond. Pisgah, they go into the playoffs, the region champions. Sylvania had a mild chance to get into the playoffs. They had to beat Pisgah, but it just didn't materialize. It was 14-10 at the half, but Pisgah pulls away in the second half. They win it 36-10. Boyd Ider, huge win. They started the season winning. Ended the season winning. Bookend victories. They finished 2-8. They caused a fumble late in the ball game while Gaston was driving for the winning score, and then got a big 25-yard run to get off the goal line. Were able to milk the clock. What a big win for the Ider Hornets, ending the season on a great note. Better days ahead for the Hornets. 36-32 was the final there. Etowah beat Lincoln 44-28, and Randolph County beat Hopes Bluff 25-7.
Phil got an update from that Ranburn Spring Garden game. Spring Garden, they both scored. It's now 29-15. 29-15 Ranburn and Spring Garden. That is in the fourth quarter of that game. We told you that Pell City defeated Southside tonight 54-19. Last night, Gadsden City, they shut out Fultondale 42-0. Whitesburg Christian sealed a playoff berth with a 31-14 win over Sandrock. Cedar Bluff closed their season with a 35-19 win over Donahoe. Last night, Galesville traveled down to Notasulga, and Notasulga got the win 41-8. Mars Hill Bible on the road at Scottsboro last night, and they proved that they're the number one team in Class 3A, and maybe could be 4 or 5A as they knocked off Scottsboro as they got up 35-0 in this game. They win make that 41-14. It was section over Woodville 39-31. North Sand Mountain, they finished the regular season 8-2, headed to the playoffs. They defeat playoff bound Susan Moore last night 45-30, and we told you Holly Pond and Cleveland, that game's still in progress. It's 44-34.
Of course, other finals, as Jeff had gone over this just recently. Piedmont, outright region champion, number one seed. They knock off Glencoe 46-0. It was Westbrook locking in that second seed. They beat Walter Welborn 48-0. Locust Fort picked up their second win. They beat Sachs 41-13. Still one partial score. J.B. Pennington and Weaver, it's 35-14. J.B. Pennington in the fourth quarter. Region games last night. Plainview, of course, sewed up the number one seed, but they finished up a regular season 10-0. What a great season for Del Pruitt and the Plainview Bears as they knock off St. John Paul 49-21 to end the regular season. North Jackson was a winner over DAR 48-14. Randolph came from behind. New Hope led a lot of this game, but Randolph come from behind to win this one 23-22. And Madison Academy, they knocked off Westminster by the final score 42-13. Madison County ended their season last week.
Okay, Phil, got an update. It's still Westbrook was a winner, but we had 48-0. Actually, was 48-6. Walter Welborn did score, but the Warriors with a big 48-6 win last night. Central of Florence was a winner over Danville 21-12. It was Hatton defeating Wilson 46-27. Brooks rolls over East Lawrence 56-20. And in the region championship game, it was West Morgan over Deschler 13-7 last night. And West Limestone had an open date. Southeastern was a winner over Oakman 29-28 in a battle of top 10 teams. Fairview number 4 in 5A, Good Hope number 9 in 4A. It goes to the Fairview Aggies 14-7. Oak Grove rolls over Hansville 70-15. Brewer by a touchdown over West Point 24-17. What a great year for the Valley Cubs at Alexandria. Their only loss was to unbeaten Anniston by 2 points earlier this year. Alexandria finishes strong with a 35-15 win over Munford. And Anniston, they finished 10-0. They defeat Jacksonville 18-3. I believe Florence kicked a late field goal in this game, Phil, like maybe a last-second field goal to squeak by Oxford 12-11. It was Cleburne County over White Plains 27-14. Raglan finishes their year 5-5, headed to the playoffs. They beat Decatur Heritage 51-20, and St. Clair County in a battle down in St. Clair County out at Odenville last night and defeats Asheville 42-7.
Other finals, Corner beat Spring Garden 48-14. Berry was a winner over Victory Christian 46-21. Huntsville beat Lee as Lee finishes their season at 0-10. Huntsville beat them 31-8. Hazel Green wins over Columbia 34-8. It was Homewood getting by James Clements 38-28. Hartsville beat Mortimer Jordan 24-0. Muscle Shoals an impressive win over Austin 30-7. Faultville got past Winston County 42-14. And Athens, big rivalry game here, they knock off Russellville 28-12.
And congratulations to Jason Talbert of Appalachian High School. Jason was this week's Marshall DeKalb Electric Lineman of the Week. Now, each week during the regular season, Marshall DeKalb Electric chooses to award a Lineman of the Week. And this week it was Jason Talbert of Appalachian High School. Thanks for listening to the High School Football Scoreboard.
Hey folks, Randy Ball here at Gilbert Ball Ford in Albertville. At Gilbert Ball Ford, our customer service is top priority. Our priority is to serve our customers and our communities. We'll appreciate having you as our customer and look forward to serving you again. Come see the difference at Gilbert Ball Ford in Albertville. And remember folks, if you don't come see us, I can't save you any money. And visit our website at gilbertballford.com.
You can buy Ford less. You can buy Ford less.
Dreaming of the perfect backyard? Now booking for next year. From stunning 3D designs to one-on-one service, Martinez Pools will bring your vision to life in 2026. Vinyl, fiberglass, or Gunite pools, landscaping, sod, irrigation, and waterfalls, outdoor kitchens, hot tubs, and putting greens. Full turnkey service from start to finish. Schedule your spot now. Our openings for next year are limited. Call 256-452-8464 today to reserve your project and make your home the place where kids come to play and memories are made.
At First Southern Bank, we've been serving our community since 1935, starting small, growing strong, and always investing in what matters more, you. From personal checking to business loans, we're here to help you save smarter, borrow with confidence, and build a stronger future. We're local, we're homegrown, and we're still growing, one customer at a time. Visit Greg or Clint at the Boaz branch and experience banking built on trust, service, and hometown values. First Southern Bank, banking with heart since 1935, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Score Time Scoreboards, the only authorized fair play dealer in Alabama. Owners Avery and Patty Hendricks would like to thank all our loyal customers for your patronage and trusting us to help you keep score for the past 31 years. From the new Scoreboard video boards at Boaz and Douglas High School to all Scoreboard video boards at Birmingham City Schools and all points in between. Proudly serving the WQSB listening area with your scoring needs. No matter what team you root for, the game starts and stops with Score Time Scoreboards.
In sports, every point counts. And at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today.
In North Alabama, call us, Cy Giles and Holly Bobo at the Giles & Bobo Insurance Group.
You can reach us at 256-538-8201 or stop by our office at 410 5th Avenue Northeast in Atala, Alabama.
A dealership that puts the community first. Welcome to Sam Boswell Honda of Gadsden, your hometown headquarters for all things Honda. From Gadsden, Oxford, Jacksonville, Atala, Boaz, Albertville, Gunnersville, and beyond. We offer Alabama's top selection of new Hondas, plus an extensive lineup of dependable pre-owned vehicles, all at prices you'll love. Thinking about selling your car? We're ready to buy. Find us on East Meagan Boulevard in Gadsden. Explore our inventory anytime at BoswellHondaGadsden.com. Sam Boswell Honda. Vehicles you can depend on, people you can trust.
Friday night lights are shining bright across our community, and Coca-Cola United is proud to be on the sidelines cheering with you. From the first kickoff to the final whistle, we're here to support our hometown athletes, coaches, and fans. Nothing brings people together like football, and nothing refreshes like an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola United, celebrating our community, one game at a time.
Hey folks, Jerry O'Neill, broker and owner of Southern Elite Realty. We're so proud to be a part of the WQSB family and honored to help bring you the Friday Night Scoreboard.
And we are back inside the control room, week number 11 of the high school football scoreboard. Hope you had a great Halloween evening this evening. Phil Harris, Trey Avery, Seth Hopper, Anthony Ridgeway, Andrew Kilpatrick, and Stone Reagan here with you tonight. Final score from over at Albertville tonight. The Gunnersville Wildcats finished their regular season 9-1. The Wildcats headed to the playoffs. 27-19 win over the Albertville Aggies tonight. Boaz still holding a 34-21 lead late in that game down at Corley Stadium. It was Priceville over Arab last night, 42-21. The Geraldine Bulldogs, they roll over Douglas last night, 42-25. This was a 21-18 score at halftime. Geraldine controlled that second half, and they win 42-25 as the Bulldogs 9-1 as they finish the regular season region champions there in 3A Region 8. Collinsville knocks off Valley Head 49-21. Fort Payne was a winner over Pelham 28-21. Pisgah finishes 8-2 in the regular season, ranked number 3 in Class 2A. The Eagles win over Sylvania 36-10. It was Eider getting by Gaston 36-32. Etowah, congratulations to the Blue Devils as they get a win here to finish the season. Got something positive going into the offseason as they defeat Lincoln 44-28. And again, a surprise to me was Randolph County. They defeat Hoax Bluff 25-7 last night. And Phil, I want to give you one final score that I just got. Holly Pond has won that game tonight over Cleveland 58-40. They tried to break the scoreboard there at Holly Pond tonight and scored 98 points. The Broncos finished their season 5-5 on the season.
That'd be a good basketball game, naturally. Well, Pell City was a winner over Southside 54-19, eliminating the Southside Panthers from playoff contention. Gadsden City won over Fultondale 42-0. It was Whitesburg Christian 17. There was 14-14 at the half, but Whitesburg Christian pulled away in the second half to win 31-14. Cedar Bluff got a win over Donahoe 35-19. Ramburn, as Jeff just told you a few minutes ago, held off Spring Garden. Final score there was 29-21. So Spring Garden limps into the playoffs with a loss to Ramburn. Nottasulga, they beat Galesville 41-8. Mars Hill Bible, impressive win over Scottsboro 41-14. The section lines and Coach Edwards, they knock off Woodville 34-31. Finish the season on a good note. North Sand Mountain finishes 8-2. They knock off Susan Moore 45-30. And as Jeff just told you, update on this one: Holly Pond beat Cleveland 58-40.
Moving on to 3A Region 6, those games played tonight. They're all finals now. It was Piedmont shutting out Glencoe 46-0. Piedmont is the region champion out of 3A Region 6. Westbrook will be the number 2 seed as they defeat Walter Wellborn tonight 48-6. It was Locust Fork at home tonight defeating Sachs 41-13. And J.B. Pennington also at home tonight. They finished their regular season 6-4 just outside of the playoffs. But the Tigers win 42-14 over Weaver. It was Plainview tonight defeating St. John Paul, or I should say last night. The Bears filled their first unbeaten season since 1999. So great season for Coach Dale Pruitt and the Plainview Bears tonight. 49-21 the win last night at home, or rather on the road at St. John Paul. They'll have a home playoff game next week.
Yeah, that's huge for them. Of course, the other finals, this was out of 4A Region 7. Central of Florence beat Danville 21-12. Hatton, they knock off Wilson 46-27 to lock in that third spot. Brooks is in the playoffs. They'll travel to Plainview next week. They beat East Lawrence 56-20. But the most important game out of 4A Region 7 was West Morgan. They win again. They knock off Deschler 13-7. To sew up the 4A Region 7 championship. West Limestone had an open day.
And, Phil, we just got the final score. It has gone final from Corley Stadium tonight. The Boaz Pirates, they finished the regular season 8-2. They knock off Aniana tonight 34-21. The final score tonight from Corley Stadium. The Pirates will go on the road next week as they will travel to Russellville to begin the playoffs. The Boaz Pirates, a 34-21 win over Aniana tonight. Last night it was Southeastern over Oakman, 29-28 in a battle of top 10 teams over in Coleman County. Fairview knocks off Good Hope. Fairview finishes 10-0. Good Hope finishes 8-2 in the regular season. Fairview wins 14-7. It was Oak Grove over Hansville 70-15. Brewer by a touchdown over West Point 24-17. Alexandria, they went over Munford 35-15. It was Anniston defeating Jacksonville 18-3. Florence got by Oxford 12-11. Cleveland County was a winner tonight as they defeat White Plains 27-14. It was Raglan last night defeating Decatur Heritage 51-20. St. Clair County was a winner over Asheville 42-7. Of course, a majority of these games played last night in our area.
Of course, moving on, it was Corner winning over Springville. Final score there was 48-14. Berry knocked off Victory Christian 46-21. Huntsville wins over Lee 31-8. This one isn't over yet, but it's late. Buckhorn leading over Grissom 38-20, as it's a non-region game. Hazel Green beat Columbia 34-8. Homewood beat James Clements 38-28. Hartselle was a winner over Mortimer Jordan 24-0. Muscle Shoals beat Austin 30-7. Faultville was a winner over Winston County 42-14, and Athens beat Russellville 28-12.
It was Ardmore last night outscoring Elkmont 59-32. Tonight, Sweetwater shutting out Tanner 28-0. Shelby County defeated East Limestone 39-7. Jasper was a winner over Lawrence County 49-7. Meek defeated Carbon Hill 34-6. Sheffield rolls over Shoals Christian 64-18. It's Lexington defeating Rogers 38-28. Tonight, Phil Campbell, the latest score we had on this game is Phil Campbell leading number 10 Red Bay 26-14. Phillips was a winner over Tharptown 46-14. Belgreen defeated Vina last night 54-6.
In other games, of course, it was Silligent knocking off South Lamar 42-20. Hubbardsville, they beat Hackleburg 50-20. Fayetteville shuts out Brilliant 41-0. The last report on this game, been a while since we've heard anything on it.
I got a final 40-36 Marion County over Lamar County tonight. Marion County finishes the year 6-3.
Yeah,
headed to the playoffs.
Well, that was definitely a great football game, but Marion County holds off to win it 40-36, as Jeff said. Carver wins over Cordova 44-14. It was Aliceville winning over Greensboro 40-6. Bayside Academy was leading Tuscaloosa Academy 16-0. Tuscaloosa County beat Paul Bryant 28-7. Pinson Valley, they got past Hueytown. This was a wild shootout, 48-40. And Booker T. Washington knocked off Shades Valley 27-13.
Okay, Trey, what have you
if
got?
I'm looking right, it says Bayside Academy 50-0 final.
50-0. Well, that's.
I'll try to confirm it on others.
Let's confirm that because it was 16-0. I thought a halftime score. Not that they can't score that many points, but Bayside, of course, ranked number 5 in Class 3A, and Tuscaloosa Academy ranked number 7 in Class 2A. But we'll check that score. Down in the Birmingham area, all these games were played last night. Vestavia Hills defeating Catholic of Montgomery. Catholic of Montgomery was ranked number 10 in Class 5A. They're the defending state champion in 5A. Vestavia Hills beats them 40-13. Huffman over Fairfield 20-10. It was Spain Park defeating Gardendale 45-17. John Carroll slips by West Blockton 24-23. McAdory was the winner over Briarwood 56-13. Oak Mountain shuts out Chelsea 26-0. Woodlawn shutting out Centerpoint 22-0. It was Bessemer City over Winona 19-14, and Northridge slips by Minor 26-25 is the final score. And I got confirmation. They're showing that as a 50-0 on the Bayside page, Phil. So 50-0. A final score tonight as Bayside has defeated Tuscaloosa Academy. Huge score there tonight in a battle of ranked teams.
And I did see a reporter that was there midway through the fourth. It was 36-0, so that 50-0 is pretty confident.
Okay, 50-0 is your final score there. So only a couple of final scores remaining to come in tonight. So when we come back out of the break, what we're going to do is we're going to begin looking at the playoff bracket next week, because we already know pretty much how it is set up. So we're going to start looking at that here as we get those last few scores coming in from tonight. And congratulations to our Student Athletes of the Week. Levi Martin, who plays football at Sardis High School, was our Male Athlete of the Week. And Courtney Cash, who cheers at Douglas High School, was our Female Athlete of the Week. A Student Athlete of the Week is made possible each week by Bring Your Own Bids Retail and Mike Richards Automotive.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Tackle fall projects with top brand power tools from Weathers Ace. Right now, Ace Rewards members save $30 on DeWalt 20-volt max power tools, a fan, and outdoor power equipment. For battery power that meets or exceeds the power of gas, Ace Rewards members can save $30 on an Ego handheld blower. Keep your garage stocked with Craftsman tool sets and toolbox on sale for $19.99 each. Milwaukee hand tools and accessories are on sale for $19.99 each. Instant savings are available exclusively for Ace Rewards members. Sign up and start saving today at Weathers Ace Hardware.
This is DeKalb County Sheriff Nick Weldon. At the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, we truly believe in the concept of public service. My deputies and I will always strive to be fair and just and treat every person the same. We pledge to develop a partnership with the community to improve the safety for each citizen and give them a positive experience with our office. Our goal at the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office is to protect you, your family, and your property. God bless.
Hi, I'm Randy Jones, your hometown trusted choice insurance agency. Randy Jones and Associates knows the playing field, and we have been proudly serving communities across North Alabama for 46 years. Having the right protection on the field is important. The RJA team of experienced agents will help you find affordable, customized insurance coverage for your family, business, and future. Stop by a local Randy Jones Associates office for a free, no-obligation quote or complimentary policy review.
On Friday nights, the big wins happen under the lights. But at Gadsden State Community College, the victories happen every day. Whether it's working toward a college degree, mastering hands-on workforce training, or charging into the healthcare career, Gadsden State is here to help you find and reach your next set of goals. Financial assistance is plentiful, classes are flexible, and opportunities are wide open. Enroll at Gadsden State and let's start your next big win. Visit gadsdenstate.edu to get started.
The deals keep rolling at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service. Now through November 30th, we're giving $100 off any set of 4 Goodyear or Kelly branded tires. That's instant savings on quality tires from the brands you know, installed by the experts you trust. And there's more. When you combine our offer with Goodyear's current rebate, you can save up to $300. Visit one of our 12 locations today to take advantage of this offer while it lasts, including Albertville, Gunnersville, and Gadsden. And remember, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
A dealership that puts the community first. Welcome to Sam Boswell Honda of Gadsden, your hometown headquarters for all things Honda. From Gadsden, Oxford, Jacksonville, Atala, Boaz, Albertville, Gunnersville, and beyond. We offer Alabama's top selection of new Hondas, plus an extensive lineup of dependable pre-owned vehicles, all at prices you'll love. Thinking about selling your car? We're ready to buy. Find us on East Meagan Boulevard in Gadsden. Explore our inventory anytime at BoswellHondaGadsden.com. Sam Boswell Honda. Vehicles you can depend on, people you can trust.
At Family Savings Credit Union, we believe in people helping people. Whether you're overcoming challenges or building on great credit, we're here with real support, smart guidance, and personalized plans, because you're not just a number, you're family.
Apply online for quick turnaround. FamilySavingsCU.com.
Family Savings Credit Union, where your money grows with you and your family. Member accounts insured by NCUA.
Take the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard with you wherever you go. Download our free WQSB app for your phone and smart device. Now, back to the Scoreboard on Alabama's Country Giant, WQSB.
You know, you can be part of the show this season. All you have to do is submit your game day photos from the field to the sidelines to the band to all the fans in the stands. You can upload photos from the game tonight that you were at on the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard Facebook page and show your school spirit and be part of the Friday night tradition, which is the High School Football Scoreboard. And Phil, for about half the teams in the state of Alabama, they begin looking forward to next week, and that is a playoff time. As a lot of the schools, there'll be 104 games next week, 208 teams involved in the playoffs next week, and we're going to look at some of the playoff pairings, especially.
I love your quick math right there. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Trey's going crazy over here, and I've said, what have I said wrong this time? But thank you for that, Trey. And I did that without my calculator. So we want to look at our pairings, especially in North Alabama. But in Class 7A, you know, it's kind of different this year. The northern teams are playing southern teams, like 7A Region 4. They're actually playing 7A Region 1. So Sparkman is the region champion. We talked about it last week. That was a four-way tie for first place. And the Alabama High School Athletic Association broke that out this week, and I'm not going to go into how they broke it out. I understand it, but it's a little complicated.
Was it like the non-region if they won the non-region game, or wasn't that?
No, it came down to, I think, G and H, which is how you did against opponents in your region, which 3 of them had beaten Huntsville and 1 of them hadn't. So that one they dropped out, and then they went on from there about with G&H, I think, and that would be the 5th and 6th place teams in the region. But Sparkman is the region champion. They will host Daphne next week. Auburn, they will be at home hosting Vestavia Hills. Now, those are 2 top 10 teams, Vestavia Hills and Auburn. Florence, they will be on the road as they'll travel to Baker down in the Mobile area, and Hewitt-Trussville at home hosting Opelika, again, 2 top 10 teams. 7A region, or rather, Thompson was 7A Region 3 champion, and they will host Carver Montgomery. Marion Montgomery will host Austin. Listen to this matchup in the first round of the playoffs next week. Central of Phoenix City hosts Hoover.
Wow.
2 defending state champions.
That's a state championship game right there.
So, Central Phoenix City hosting Hoover. James Clemens hosts Fairhope. One thing I will mention, that Hillcrest Tuscaloosa did not make the playoffs, and Hillcrest Tuscaloosa out of Region 3 defeated both Sparkman and Florence. Defeated Florence 35-0. Defeated Sparkman 51-16. It did not make the playoffs.
Shows you how good that class of football area is.
That Region 3 down in the Birmingham area.
SEC.
So that is some tough matchups, and I know the coaches out of 7A Region 2 and the Region 3 are not real happy right now, Phil, with those matchups to start the playoffs.
No, I would say not. Especially when you're powerhouses playing each other in the first round. There's got to be a better way. I think you should have just pretty much left it alone until you decide to seed things.
And, that's one thing that they've talked about is some seeding. Don't know if that'll ever happen, but it's being discussed now, as I understand it. Looking at 6A matchups, of course, Southside had an opportunity tonight to get in the playoffs. They had to win over Pell City. Pell City won that game tonight, so May Jemison will be in the playoffs as the 4th seed out of Region 8. They'll travel to Muscle Shoals. Parker, your defending state champion, will play Oxford. That's a great matchup. Athens travels to Fort Payne next week. Mortimer Jordan plays at Mountain Brook. This is in Class 6A. The other side of that 6A bracket in the north, we'll have Jackson Olin at Clay Chalkville. Gadsden City is at home. They're hosting Jasper. Homewood will play host to Pell City, and Buckhorn plays at Hartsville. Going to be some good matchups there in Class 6A.
Yeah, definitely so. Parker and Oxford, two big names playing each other in the first round. I tell you one game I think is going to be a lot better than people think is that Fort Payne Athens game. Athens is always a very talented football team, and these two, when they play each other, it always seems to be a great game, and they'll hook up once again. And an intriguing one, too, Gadsden City and Jasper in the first round. And what about this Pell City and Homewood? Homewood's had a great year, and so has Pell City. That's a great matchup for the first round.
Homewood finished 9-1, Pell City 7-3. Feel that Hartsville, you look at that region that had Muscle Shoals, Hartsville, Jasper, and Athens is the 4th seed, and Athens is, I think, 6-4 on the season. Going to Fort Payne. That is a tough matchup for the Wildcats to open up the playoffs, but they're getting that game at home next week.
Yeah, that's very big. Wildcat Stadium, great atmosphere there, and it's just going to be a good, solid football game. This Fort Payne team, 9-1 on the year, not a lot of expectations going into this year, but somebody forgot to tell those football players that because they have reached their full potential. I saw them play last night, a gutsy bunch. They just keep playing. They've kind of sort of taken on their coach. Not very emotional. They don't get too high. They don't get too low. They just keep playing. And a team like that's dangerous in the playoffs.
19-3, I think, are the Wildcats over the last couple of years. Didn't they finish 10-3 last year? Yes. Lost the first two, won 10 in a row. Lost in the third round to Oxford. Opened the season with a win at Scottsboro, against Scottsboro, lost to Gunnersville, and they've run off 8 consecutive wins this year, headed in the playoffs. So they've got a lot of confidence there. Fort Payne Wildcats headed into the 6A playoffs as a host next week to Athens. In 5A, Arab's not going to have to travel very far as the Knights are opening the playoffs on the road there at Fairview. Fairview, the region champion out of their region. Ramsey plays Jacksonville. Scottsboro is at home to West Point next week. St. Clair County will host Carver out of Birmingham. Moody will host Corner. Gunnersville is at home. They're playing Priceville next week. Leeds travels to Briarwood, and the Boaz Pirates finished 8-2 on the year. They're on the road to Russellville next week, which I think is going to be a sneaky good game. Think the Pirates have a chance in that game going to Russellville.
A lot of times, Jeff, we see the 5A teams from this area, and we don't feel real good about the first round of the playoffs. But I do feel good this year because of their cross region. Nobody has to see somebody like Moody. And, really, other than them, there's nobody really that stands out huge. I think Scottsboro's got a golden opportunity to beat West Point, no doubt. Arab, Fairview's unbeaten, but they got a shot. And, if Arab plays well, they're one of those teams that just kind of seems to hang around and hang around and hang around. They can get to the fourth quarter. They've got a golden opportunity. You feel like Gunnersville is in good shape being at home. And like you said, that Boaz-Russellville game, Russell's got a good football team, but they're not a great football team. And, we haven't talked about this that much. This Boaz team, 8-2, very
Absolutely.
Good for this team. I don't think the expectations were that high. They lost a lot of folks last year, but that's another one of those teams. Somebody forgot to tell those players that. But they have come on strong. An 8-2 year, great season for the Pirates.
Oh, yeah. If you'd have told me Boaz was going to be 8-2 at the beginning of the season, I would have said, I don't think you're right about that. Trey, you got something?
The breakdown, they're 8-2. Why are they having to go on the road?
They finished third in the region.
Yeah. So the two, okay.
They lost to Scottsboro and to Gunnersville.
Oh, okay.
Those are the top two in their region. And, of course, I think Moody right now in 5A, until somebody knocks them off, they're the best team in the North. Gunnersville would have to see Moody probably on the road in the second round. Well, they would have to go on the road in the second round if Moody wins and Gunnersville wins at home next week. We'll do the 4A before we go to our next break, and then we'll come out of the break and do 3A, 2A, and 1A. But in Class 4A, this is a great bracket, folks. Let me tell you, the top of 4A, I don't think you could get any better football. You've got West Morgan, who's unbeaten, region champion. They host Randolph. You've got Good Hope, who is a 2-loss team, playing a Cherokee County team who is 7-3, but they've been to the state championship game 3 straight years. You've got an unbeaten Plainview team playing Brooks, and you've got a 1-loss Alexandria team hosting Fayette County. Phil, that is as good a bracket as you can get. There's some really good football teams there.
Golly bum, yeah, some great football, and you're looking at potentially a West Morgan Cherokee County hit in the second round and a Plainview Alexandria hit in the second round. Man alive, you couldn't ask for better football than that.
I mean, that's what you're looking at in this bracket. You've got some top 10 teams in that bracket in the first round, playing each other in the first round. So the bottom half of the bracket, Anniston, who's unbeaten, they'll host Fultondale. Madison Academy will host Haddon. Asheville travels to Hamilton, and North Jackson travels to Deschler. It just doesn't have the same impact as the top side of that bracket does.
No, it really doesn't. But the one good thing about being in the top half of the bracket, you get to dodge Anniston for a long time. And, and they're one of those teams I don't think you want to match up against.
You've got unbeaten Anniston there. You've got unbeaten Hamilton, and you've got unbeaten Plainview, and 1-loss Alexandria. I mean, just a great 4A bracket in the North, and looking forward to those games kicking off next week. When we come back, we'll talk about 3A, 2A, and 1A before we get back into our scores. But Southern Elite Realty is serving all of North Alabama. Let Jerry O'Neill and his veteran team of agents provide you with a winning experience. Check them out at mysouthernelite.com. Southern Elite Realty, where great real estate is built on a firm foundation.
Where can you find a dealership that makes it easy to buy a new vehicle? WholesaleCars.com. Hi, this is Brett, General Manager of WholesaleCars.com. With today's hectic lifestyle, convenience is everything. Buy with us, and you can make your payments online, over the phone, or even by bank draft. You can even choose your payment date. We offer across-the-board financing with rates that beat most banks. That's just a few reasons that we've earned an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Come see us. WholesaleCars.com, Highway 431, Albertville.
Hi, this is Brent Rhodes, candidate for DeKalb County Commission President. As a lifelong resident of DeKalb County, I care deeply about our people, our values, and our future. On May the 19th, I would truly appreciate your vote. I'm committed to working hard for our community and helping move DeKalb County forward. Best of luck to all of our local teams this year. We're proud of you.
Paid political advertisement by Brent Rhodes, Crossville, Alabama.
At Liberty Bank, we value our local schools and are proud to support all of our teams because this is our community too. To everyone who puts in the long hours of practice to help our kids win in life and on the field, we salute you. Whether you're coach from the sidelines, sell concessions, or score touchdowns, the Liberty Bank team is cheering for you. So from our team to yours, let's make it a great season. Liberty Bank, local bankers serving local customers since 1971. Pax Nursery and Garden Center on Highway 168 between Boaz and Kilpatrick reminds you fall is time for planting, and they have a large selection of fruit trees, blackberry plants, grapevines, blueberry bushes, shade and flowering trees, encore azaleas, hydrangeas, roses, hollies, boxwoods, and much more. They also have mulch, pine straw, concrete pots, and statuary. Follow them on Facebook to see what's new. Pax Nursery and Garden Center, open Monday through Friday 7:30 to 4:30 and Saturdays till noon.
team. In sports, every point counts. And at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today.
In North Alabama, call us, Cy Giles and Holly Bobo at the Giles and Bobo Insurance Group.
You can reach us at 256-538-8201 or stop by our office at 410 5th Avenue Northeast in Atala, Alabama.
Friday night lights are shining bright across our community, and Coca-Cola United is proud to be on the sidelines cheering with you. From the first kickoff to the final whistle, we're here to support our hometown athletes, coaches, and fans. Nothing brings people together like football, and nothing refreshes like an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola United, celebrating our community, one game at a time. This football season, Kia of Rainbow City is proud to be part of the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard. And we're bringing that same energy to your driveway. Score big with tons of stylish new Kias, all with low monthly payments and zero down options. Or rush in and check out Kia of Rainbow City's huge lineup of quality pre-owned vehicles. Plus, mention this ad and take an extra $500 off your next vehicle. Come see how we sack the competition at the all-new Kia of Rainbow City. We have your Kia now, too.
You can listen to high school football action each week on WQSB's sister station. WKXX 102.9 brings you Hoax Bluff Eagles football, and Power 107.5 covers Albertville Aggie football. Now back to the scoreboard on Alabama's country giant WQSB.
Wilburn's Waxing Solutions, specializing in recoating gymnasium hardwood floors, tile floors, and they offer commercial cleaning. Contact Michael or Mikhail Wilburn at Wilburn's Waxing Solutions, or you can check them out on Facebook. Welcome back to the high school football scoreboard as we jump into our 3A bracket for next week, as the Alabama High School Athletic Association playoffs will kick off next Friday night. Actually could have some Thursday night games, but we won't know that schedule for tomorrow. Phil just got a final score from that Buckhorn and Grissom game. Buckhorn has defeated Grissom tonight 45-26. That is a final score as Buckhorn, they'll finish the regular season 7-3, and of course the Bucks are headed to the playoffs. Looking at our 3A bracket, it's now complete, as we do know the seeds out of Region 6 in Class 3A. Mars Hill Bible, they'll open the playoffs. They're the defending 3A state champion. They'll be at home next week as they'll host Whitesburg Christian. Glencoe, the number 3 seed out of Region 6, they'll play at Winfield. Geraldine will host Rogers, and Vinemont will travel to Westbrook next Friday night. 6A Region 1 champion would be Piedmont. They'll play at home against Phil Campbell. It will be Lauderdale County. They'll be playing at 5 next week. Gordo will host Walter Welborn, and Collinsville travels to Leeton to take on Colbert County.
Yeah, the interesting matchup in the first round to me is that Collinsville-Colbert County game. You know, the revamped Colbert County. You know, they're back on the map again. They finished second in the region to Mars Hill. So they're one of these teams that quietly may be very, very good. But, you know, Collinsville, great season, 8-2. This should be a great matchup, Region 1. Of course, everything kind of runs through Mars Hill. Geraldine hosts Rogers as they won the region championship. Good playoff game in the first round. I think this is going to be this Lauderdale County and Fife game. Lauderdale County is usually a very well-coached football team. I think they kind of struggled a little bit through the middle part of the season, but they kind of sort of righted the ship going into the playoffs. And, of course, Piedmont, another one of those teams that just going to be very good in the playoffs.
Of course, Mars Hill, I said, the defending state champion, they're ranked number 1, and Piedmont is ranked number 2. They wouldn't play each other the way the bracket is until the semifinals, but when you look at the bracket, I'm going to project the second round games. Mars Hill, Glencoe, Geraldine, Westbrook, Piedmont, Fife, possibly Gordo, in the Colbert County Collinsville winner. And I'm interested in that Collinsville game because Cody, Mason McAteer has had a great season, over 2,500 yards passing. Don't know how many he passed for last night at Valley Head, but 2,500 going into that game. He'd rushed for over 700 yards. He had like 3,200 yards total offense going into last night's game. He's an outstanding quarterback, and don't know that they've seen that kind of offense at Colbert County. I think it's going to be up to the Collinsville defense. I think it could be a high-scoring battle next week.
Yeah. Now, no doubt he contributed to 6 touchdowns. I don't know if they were rushing, passing, but I know it was 6. So I don't know that there. And you had pointed out Westbrook and Geraldine moving on to the second round. Wouldn't that be a great matchup? Westbrook at Geraldine, second round playoffs. That would be the one to be on the fence with.
And both would be 10-1 at that point. Yeah. Both ranked in the top 10. And that could be a great matchup. Of course, they got to take care of business in week 1, and we're not coaching, we're just projecting.
Yes.
And as guys on this side of the microphone, we can do that.
Yeah, it's like John Kirby told me one time. He goes, "You never lose." He said, "The people in the press, they never lose. You don't have the sleepless nights." I said, "Right. I tell the scores, I go home and I go to bed. I don't have to get up and listen to the people hounding at my door the next day like y'all do."
Yeah, but we get to project a little bit, and that's what's fun about this job. Moving on to Class 2A, looking at the matchups, first round next week. Tanner will travel to Pisgah to take on the Eagles. Vincent will face Falkville. It'll be Sandrock at Red Bay. Southeastern at home. This is a sneaky good game next week. Sulligent and Southeastern down in Black County. Isabella will travel to Coosa Christian. You've got North Sand Mountain traveling to Lexington. Susan Moore at Tuscaloosa Academy. And Pleasant Valley is at home against Winston County, looking to advance in the playoffs.
Yeah, and the bottom part of that bracket, boy, that's very tough. You've got Coosa Christian in there. Of course, they're probably going to be the favorite. Lexington, they're always good. North Sand Mountain, who's had a great season. Of course, we know about Tuscaloosa Academy, and even Pleasant Valley's had a great year. Top part of the bracket, an intriguing matchup would be for round 2, if it holds, is that Pisgah-Vincent game, which would be at Pisgah. Vincent, a very good football team that really a lot of us don't know about, but they're a dangerous football team. Boy, would that be an intriguing matchup in round 2. And also, if Southeastern and Red Bay could win, I think that would be a great football game.
Southeastern, 8-2 on the season. They played in a tough region. One of their losses was to Coosa Christian. They played Coosa as close as anyone in Class 2A. But this Red Bay team, how good are they? They're 8-1. They're playing Phil Campbell, a playoff team tonight. That game is tied up. It's probably headed to overtime. It's 38-38 as they play Phil Campbell tonight. But that should be a good matchup. Sandrock has come on strong as Alec Ashley is really, he's throwing the ball real well for this team coached by Tanner Nelson at Sandrock. Looking at 1A matchups next week, the Addison Bulldogs, they're at home hosting Raglan. It'll be Fayetteville at Berry. Shoals Christian plays at Appalachian, and Winterboro will host Marion County. Wadley, the defending state champion, they'll host South Lamar. Meek will travel to Woodville, I think, for the first ever home playoff game for Woodville next week. It'll be Woodland playing at Hubbardville, and Hackleburg will be hosting Spring Garden, and that's a good matchup right there. Spring Garden, they've got to go on the road across the state of Alabama from one side to the other, but that's a good matchup in the first round in 1A.
Yeah, definitely so. A very good matchup. Of course, we've seen this year, all of a sudden, Addison has come full board again. Looks like, when they're in Class 1A, they're pretty tough. And Berry is a tough out in Class 1A. Appalachian's going to be a tough out in Class 1A, and so is Winterboro. Those 4 teams in that top part of the bracket, I think they could be evenly matched when they tie into each other in the later rounds if they all advance. But, of course, that Wadley's probably your best team. They won the state championship last year, pretty much have gotten everybody back. But you never know. The weather conditions can change on a certain night, and you never know. But I think in the top part of that bracket, there's some great matchups in the first and second round.
Wadley is going to be hard to beat. They've dominated everybody in Class 1A, but that's why they play the games on Friday night. Before we go to break, one thing I want to mention, guys. Something happened yesterday that in my 36 years of doing Team of the Week hasn't happened. We had a pep rally at a school that didn't have a football game this week. We went to Appalachian High School yesterday. They were our Team of the Week last week. and I thought we were going to make a presentation to the football team, which we did, but they had a pep rally to celebrate the first 10-0 season in school history yesterday. So it was the first time that I ever gone to a school that they didn't have a football game that week. So a great time at Appalachian High School yesterday, Trey.
There's a question I wanted to ask you guys because we're talking about the playoffs and the traveling that's going to happen, and you're going north to south. So which would you prefer? If you were a coach going into the first round of the playoffs, would you rather have that north to south travel or the east to west?
I think I'd rather go the north to south. You know, the east to west to me seems like it is so long, especially this time of year when it gets dark so fast.
You know, if I was a coach, I would want to be at the top of the bracket
Yeah.
to where all the teams would have to come to me.
Yeah.
I like your realist answer.
Yeah.
Like that's honest.
I mean, every coach would like to be at the top of the bracket because they want all the games at home. They don't want to face that, but they have to. And some coaches, they will try to schedule a game like that through the year to where they have to go get on a bus and go an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to a game to where they can get their players used to that travel that day.
Because we're seeing those guys going from Mobile to Huntsville.
Sure.
That's, what is that, 5 hours on the bus?
Oh, they may even come overnight and stay overnight. That's a long way on the bus from Mobile, but it could happen and will happen next week. So coming up at 11:45 tonight, we're going to name our last team of the week for this season. Of course, our team of the week sponsors all season long have been Dixie Designs, Wilson's Trophies, and Wilburn's Waxing Solutions. The team of the week announcement, that's coming up at 11:45 right here on the High School Football Scoreboard.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum major is striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
You can buy for less.
Hey folks, Randy Ball here at Gilbert Ball Ford in Albertville. At Gilbert Ball Ford, our customer service is top priority. Our priority is to serve our customers and our communities. We'll appreciate having you as our customer and look forward to serving you again. Come see the difference at Gilbert Ball Ford in Albertville. And remember folks, if you don't come see us, I can't save you any money. And visit our website at gilbertballford.com.
You can buy for less. You can buy for less.
Everybody in the community enjoys a football Friday night, coming together to cheer on your favorite team in schools. For over 75 years, Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative has provided the electricity to heat and cool the homes, schools, businesses, and light the playing fields in our communities. Marshall DeKalb Electric employees Roger Pike, Brandy Roje, Brent Claiborne, Shawnee Hughes, and Sierra McWhorters were proud to play, cheer, and perform for Boaz High School, and now provide you with the power for your everyday life.
The Furniture Shop, Lazy Boy Comfort Studio in Albertville and Henniger strives to provide quality furniture for every lifestyle. Choose from entertainment centers, bedroom suites, dining tables, home accessories, bedding, and Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, and chairs. The Furniture Shop, Lazy Boy Comfort Studio is located on Highway 431 in Albertville and Highway 75 in Henniger.
Score Time Scoreboards, the only authorized fair play dealer in Alabama. Owners Avery and Patty Hendricks would like to thank all our loyal customers for your patronage and trusting us to help you keep score for the past 31 years. From the new Scoreboard video boards, Boaz and Douglas High School, to all Scoreboard video boards at Birmingham City Schools and all points in between. Proudly serving the WQSB listening area with your scoring needs. No matter what team you root for, the game starts and stops with Score Time Scoreboards.
This football season, Kia of Rainbow City is proud to be part of the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard. And we're bringing that same energy to your driveway. Score big with tons of stylish new Kias, all with low monthly payments and zero down option. Or rush in and check out Kia of Rainbow City's huge lineup of quality pre-owned vehicles. Plus, mention this ad and take an extra $500 off your next vehicle. Come see how we sack the competition at the all-new Kia of Rainbow City. We have your Kia now too.
The snap is good. The connection is great. FTC brings fiber internet to your home turf this football season. No buffering, no dropped connections, just reliable high-speed internet that's built to perform where it matters most. Whether you're streaming the game or checking the scores, we've got the speed you need. Score big with FTC's fiber, your home team for high-speed internet. Call 256-638-2144 or visit farmerstel.com today. FTC, we keep you connected.
Your Friday night football tradition continues. Now back to the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard, presented by Southern Elite Realty in Guntersville.
Lake properties, mountain properties, residential or commercial at Southern Elite Realty. They treat every property like it's their own. Check them out at mysouthernelite.com. Southern Elite Realty, where great real estate is built on a firm foundation. Going to run over some scores for you.
Let's get it started. Of course, Albertville and Guntersville, the longest running series in the state of Alabama. Guntersville gets it done. Their 48th win in the series. They knock off Albertville for 27-19. Boaz, 8-2 season. What a great year for Coach Luke Pruitt's Boaz Pirates as they knock off Aniana 34-21. Geraldine, an impressive win over Douglas last night, 42-25. It was Priceville beating Arab 42-21. Collinsville beat Valley Head 49-21. I know Mr. McAteer contributed on 6 touchdowns in that game at Valley Head last night. Fort Payne, great football game here. The Wildcats trailed 21-20 late, scored with a minute and a half remaining, got the 2-point conversion and held off Pelham as Pelham tried to score desperately at the end, but the Wildcats hold off and win it 28-21 to finish 9-1 on the season. Pisgah was a winner over Sylvania 36-10. Ider, what a huge win. Finishing off bookend victories, they finished 2-8. This team come a long way this year. They knock off Gaston last night, 36-32. Etowah got past Lincoln, 44-28. And Randolph County beat Hoax Bluff, 25-7.
And Phil, final score tonight from that Phil Campbell and Red Bay game goes to Phil Campbell, 46-38. 46-38. Phil Campbell wins. They'll finish the regular season 6-4. Red Bay 8-2. Both teams headed to the playoffs next week. Pell City was a winner tonight over Southside, 54-19. Gadsden City shut out Fultondale, 42-0. It was Whitesburg Christian playing their way into the playoffs last night with a 31-14 win over Sandrock. Cedar Bluff knocks off Donahoe, 35-19. It was Ranburn over Spring Garden, 29-21. Nottasulga defeated Galesville, 41-8. Mars Hill Bible, an impressive win for Mars Hill, 41-14 over Scottsboro at Scottsboro last night. Section defeated Woodville, 39-31. It was North Sand Mountain outscoring Susan Moore, 45-30, and also a game that saw 98 points scored. Holly Pond at home tonight defeats Cleveland, 58-40.
Other games, it was Piedmont outright winning the region championship, 46-0 over Glencoe. It was Westbrook sewing up the number 2 seed with a 48-6 win over Walter Welborn. Locust Fork beat Sachs 41-13. J.B. Pennington beat Weaver 35-14. Ohatchee had an open date this week. Plainview was a big winner over St. John Paul, the number 1 seed, finishing their season at 10-0 as they win it 49-21. North Jackson beat DAR 48-14. Randolph come from behind. They beat New Hope 23-22. Madison Academy, they're now 8-2. They beat Westminster 42-13, and Madison County had an open date.
From 4A Region 7 last night, all these games were played last night. The region championship game was between unbeaten West Morgan and unbeaten Deshler. West Morgan is ranked 3, Deshler ranked 7. West Morgan wins by 6. 13-7. Brooks over East Lawrence, 56-20. Was Hatton outscoring Wilson, 46-27. And Central of Florence defeats Danville, 21-12.
In other games, it was Southeastern come from behind, scoring late, as Jeff told you early in the evening. Scored with 7 seconds remaining. Went for 2. They beat Oatman 29-28. Fairview got past New Hope to finish unbeaten 14-7. Oak Grove over Hanceville 70-15. Brewer beat West Point 24-17. Alexandria, another great year for them. His only loss was to Anniston, and that was in a close game. So the Valley Cubs playing very well going into the playoffs. They beat Munford 35-15. Speaking of Anniston, they knock off Jacksonville 18-3. Florence over Oxford 12-11. Cleveland County beat White Plains 27-14. Ragland now 5-5 as they did get into the playoffs as a 4 seed. They knock off Decatur Heritage 51-20, and that was in Class 1A. And then, of course, St. Clair County, what a great year for them. The Saints beat Asheville 42-7.
Corner was a winner over Springville last night, 48-14. Berry tonight defeated Victory Christian 46-21. It was Huntsville over Lee, 31-8. Buckhorn beats Grissom. The Bucks in the season 7-3. They win tonight, 45-26. Hazel Green beat Columbia 34-8. Number 5 Homewood finishes 9-1 in the regular season. They beat James Clemens 38-28. Hartselle ranked number 6. They finished their regular season against Mortimer Jordan, shutting out Mortimer Jordan 24-0. It was Muscle Shoals over Austin 30-7. Falkville beats Winston County 42-14, and Athens tonight was a winner over Russellville 28-12. And congratulations to Jason Talbert of Appalachian High School. Jason was this week's Marshall DeKalb Electric Lineman of the Week. Each week during the regular season, Marshall DeKalb Electric will award the Lineman of the Week honor. This week it goes to Jason Talbert of Appalachian High School. Hey, thanks for listening to the High School Football Scoreboard.
When your ride's having issues again, don't panic. Call the family. At Ohana Auto Repair in Rainbow City, Ohana means family, and that's exactly how we treat you. Our ASE certified technicians work on all makes and models, European, domestic, and import, from oil changes to engine diagnostics to electrical issues that make your dash light up. And yes, we actually know what that weird clanking sound is. Ohana Auto Repair in Rainbow City, where you're not just a customer, you're family. Call us at 256-442-6864.
Since 1991, James Barbecue has been serving up mouth-watering barbecue starting from a humble food truck in Geraldine, Alabama. Now with 2 smoking locations, including Little James Barbecue in Rainsville, they're still cooking fresh food daily with homemade sauces you'll dream about. Don't forget steak night every Friday, hot off the grill and worth the trip. And Annie says,
"Come get my dad's barbecue. We're fired up to serve you."
James Barbecue or Little James Barbecue is always available for catering. James Barbecue, slow cooked and full of Southern flavor.
On Friday nights, the big wins happen under the lights. But at Gadsden State Community College, the victories happen every day. Whether it's working toward a college degree, mastering hands-on workforce training, or charging into the healthcare career, Gadsden State is here to help you find and reach your next set of goals. Financial assistance is plentiful, classes are flexible, and the opportunities are wide open. Enroll at Gadsden State and let's start your next big win. Visit GadsdenState.edu to get started.
In sports, every point counts. And at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today.
In North Alabama, call us, Cy Giles and Holly Bobo at the Giles & Bobo Insurance Group.
You can reach us at 256-538-8201 or stop by our office at 410 5th Avenue Northeast in Attala, Alabama.
At Family Savings Credit Union, we believe in people helping people. Whether you're overcoming challenges or building on great credit, we're here with real support, smart guidance, and personalized plans, because you're not just a number, you're family.
Apply online for quick turnaround. FamilySavingsCU.com.
Family Savings Credit Union, where your money grows with you and your family. Member accounts insured by NCUA.
Friday Night Lights are shining bright across our community, and Coca-Cola United is proud to be on the sidelines cheering with you. From the first kickoff to the final whistle, we're here to support our hometown athletes, coaches, and fans. Nothing brings people together like football, and nothing refreshes like an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola United, celebrating our community, one game at a time.
The snap is good. The connection is great. FTC brings fiber internet to your home turf this football season. No buffering, no dropped connections, just reliable high-speed internet that's built to perform where it matters most. Whether you're streaming the game or checking the scores, we've got the speed you need. Score big with FTC's fiber, your home team for high-speed internet. Call 256-638-2144 or visit farmerstell.com today. FTC, we keep you connected.
Now back to the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard, presented by Southern Elite Realty in Guntersville, the most listened to scoreboard in the state of Alabama. Here's your hosts, Jeff Allen and Phil Harris.
And we're back on the high school football scoreboard, and we want to go to the telephone now and bring in Coach Lance Reese from the Guntersville Wildcats. They were on the road at Albertville tonight. The Wildcats getting a 27-19 win over the Albertville Aggies. Good evening, Coach. Welcome into Scoreboard. Congratulations on the win tonight. The longest running series in the state of Alabama, and you've been coaching in it a long time.
Yeah, and that was my 35th Guntersville-Albertville game. And, you know, to coach in a game with this history and tradition of a game like this really means a lot to both communities. And, you know, we came in at 8-1, and Albertville was 1-8, and I think some people thought it would not be a close game, but I knew, you know, they had nothing to lose, and I thought they played extremely hard and really fought us hard for 4 quarters.
Coach, Albertville jumped out early in the game. You were able to answer their score. Then you went up a couple of scores, but as you say, they just kept battling back and made it kind of uncomfortable, I guess, there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they really did. You know, they scored in the first half, and then we kind of put together a 2-minute drive to go up 7-6, and every time we would get up 2 scores and feel a little bit comfortable, they would make a big play. But, you know, in a game like this, you know, like I said, they've got nothing to lose, and I thought they played really well. They did some things we had not seen them do previously. I thought our guys kind of came out a little bit tight, and when you play tight, sometimes you make some mistakes, and we did. But the effort was always there, and, you know, couldn't be happier to be 91 county champions and get that win in Albertville tonight.
Coach, was one of the key things in the game. I understand maybe Albertville had they were down on the goal line about to score, and you stopped them around the 1 or 2 yard line. Was that a key series in the game, do you think?
Yeah, it really was. And, you know, Albertville runs a different version of option than we've seen. We saw Scottsboro run a version a couple years ago, but they run a shotgun option attack, and it's really tough to prepare for that in a week. And so had to step up our physicality, and we did make a big stop right there on the goal line. And in the second half, we were able to get our running game going, and it allowed us to, when you're able to run the ball, then that opened up the passing game. So Street Smith, our quarterback, played extremely well. I think he had 3 total touchdowns. Dadrian Waller had a big game for us. Jack Lenore. Garrett Christie played really well for us again at running back, but defense stepped up and made plays when they needed to have it, but once again, just thrilled to get the win.
Coach, I know the last few weeks in reading the accounts of the game, Street Smith has really played well for you. I know the last 3 weeks he's made some big plays in the Boaz and the Douglas game, and as you said tonight in the Albertville game, he's had a good senior season, hadn't he?
He really has, and what I always say about Street is he's a football player that happens to be playing quarterback, and to me that's a compliment. He's super hard-nosed kid, and he runs the ball really well. He's able to throw the ball, and then he'll go over there and play defense for us at outside linebacker when he needs to. Just the kind of guy that's kind of what football is all about. And I think his toughness kind of carries over to the rest of the offense at times.
Coach, I'd like for you to address, I know you've had some injuries at running back this year, but it seems like different guys every week are stepping up in that position to make plays for you.
Yeah, we had Camp Green, who really good football player. He was our starting running back. He also started at outside linebacker, and he had a 99-yard kickoff return against Fort Payne. So he's kind of one of those guys at the beginning of the year you say, oh, we can't lose him. And he went down to a season-ending injury. And Garrett Christie, who's a junior, really stepped up and did a good job. They kind of made Street also have to run the ball more. And as you mentioned, we had to kind of got the receivers involved in the running game, running some jets and stuff like that. But when you lose a player like Camp Green, everybody has to just kind of step up their play.
Well, Coach, this is Phil Harris. I was kind of listening to the ball game. It seemed like a key factor. Albertville got the ball, drove down deep in your territory inside the 5-yard line, and y'all were able to stop them on 4th down. Well, you had a bad punt in that next series, and they were able to capitalize on it, scored about a 35-yard drive and went up 6-0, and it looked like that was going to be the halftime score. And really offensively, not much happening. But your team put together a drive right before halftime, scored with less than a minute to go, and went up 7-6 at the half. Do you think your team kind of settled in then?
Yeah, I do. And like I said, I thought we came out tight. Here at Gunnersville, we make a big deal out of Albertville, and we have about 3 different pep rallies and events during the day at different locations. So I really, you want your guys to be ready, but you don't want them to be tired. And I really felt like when we got down, it kind of woke them up. And then we responded and went down there and got the score to go up 7-6 at the half, which was really big. And I don't think we trailed after that. But once again, I credit Albertville. They certainly didn't lay down. They fought us all 4 quarters, and just another big-time Gunnersville-Albertville game.
Well, Coach, it seems like this is kind of the way this team has went this year. It seems like y'all will struggle a little bit in the first half, but after halftime, they seem to come out and play their best. Do you think that's maybe the kind of way this team has gotten, or is it a big contribution is that Gunnersville High School is going to get everybody's best?
I do think that we get everybody's best, and that's a tribute to the players in the past because of the success we've had. But last year we had some really good players, had 2 Division I running backs, and got a couple more receivers and things like that signed college scholarships. So I think a lot of people thought this was going to be a down year, but obviously the standard at Gunnersville doesn't change, and they're really proud of these guys who stepped up and went 9-1 again for the second year. And playing the last 5 or 6 on the road has been a challenge that I've never had to go through before. So we're thrilled to death to be at home next week in the playoffs against a really good Priceville team.
Well, Coach, I was going to ask you about Priceville. Here's a team that comes in, I believe, 7-3 on the season. They had a big win over at Arab last night, where they were down, scored, I think, right before halftime, then dominated the second half of that game to win 42-21. So that team playing in a tough region. They come in with some confidence next week to Gunnersville.
Oh, yeah, they really do. And Priceville's a team that we've not played before. But, for us, it's always a challenge. A lot of teams now schedule off weeks, week 10, and obviously we've got our biggest rival week 10. So we're going to enjoy this one tonight, and, we certainly don't want to come out flat for the playoffs. So hopefully the guys will be ready to go and be excited to finally be playing back at home again and just get ready for playoff football.
Well, Coach, I hope it's a good night next week at Chorba-Lee. Gunnersville a winner tonight, 27-19 over Albertville. Thanks for spending a few minutes on Scoreboard with us tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's Coach Lance Reese from the Gunnersville Wildcats. And we got Coach Pruitt. It's Coach Luke Pruitt on the other line. Coach, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Good evening. This is Luke Pruitt joining us now, head coach of the Boaz Pirates. And, Coach, congratulations to your Pirates finishing the regular season 8-2, 34-21 win over Aniana tonight. So has to be a satisfying season for you in your first season there at Boaz.
Yes, sir. Proud of the way our kids have handled their business this year. Our senior class, I've got to credit them. Those guys have done a great job. I think we have between 7 or 8 sophomores and freshmen that are starting for us, and these seniors have came in and did a great job, leadership, and we've been able to finish 8-2.
Coach, Phil and I were discussing it a bit earlier on the program. If somebody had told me the Boaz Pirates would be 8-2 at the beginning of the season, I would have been very, very skeptical. But this team has come together. You and your staff has done a great job, and truly, I believe you've exceeded expectations for this team this year.
Yes, sir. You said it, Jeff. Our staff has done a great job. They knew the challenge at hand. When we came in, we tweaked some things on both sides of the ball. And our staff did a great job coming in, getting the kids in the right spot. They knew where they needed to go, and our kids have taken coaching. we lost two during the year, but we didn't let those snowball. They got back up. They came in ready to work the new game plan, and I can't say enough things about the men I get to work with and our kids. They've done a great job this year.
Well, Coach, I don't know another coach in the state of Alabama, at least at 5A football, that's 8-2 playing a freshman quarterback. And Bo Bennett came in this year as a freshman quarterback. He's had his ups and downs, but he had some ups tonight. I understand he had at least 3 touchdown passes tonight.
Yes, sir. He's done a really good job this year for us. He's grown every game. Tonight he threw 3 touchdown passes to 3 different people. And did a great job tonight for us, and he has, for the most part, the whole season.
Well, Coach, I also want to talk Presley Fan. He's one of those seniors, but he seems to be the key to this football team. He's been making big plays for you. I think he's averaged about 100 yards or more every game this year, and seems like every time I look at the stat sheet, he fills up the stat sheet for you. He's had an outstanding year leading this Pirate team.
Yes, sir. He's our bell cow on offense, and we run the football to set up the passing game, and it doesn't matter how many times his number's called. Presley's the same every time, and he's a special kid. He's a great young man. He's super humble, but he does what he's supposed to do. He comes to work every day, and he's done a great job, and he's taken some pressure off Bo. Being able to give him the ball, and our offensive line's done a great job this year, giving Presley open the holes. And tonight, we kept him upright, Bo upright, and he was able to hit the guys down the field.
Well, Coach Pruitt, this is Phil Harris. Of course, we talked the first part of the season. You were just trying to learn names, getting people in position, and just trying to win a football game. But the good thing about taking over this program, they weren't wounded. This team was used to winning, and that probably really helped in that you were able to not have to change a whole lot. But during the season, have you made changes to kind of sort of put your stamp on this football team?
We pretty much like you mentioned that, Coach Sullivan did a great job beforehand in this staff because the culture they had won and they had success, and and that's what we talked about. We moved some guys around, and they took the ownership of the new position change, and, they bought into what we were doing, but not necessarily. We started from day one and kind of went with a plan, and we knew we were young. We embraced that, and, we made sure that we coached up the little things for our guys, and our guys have seen growth and in the plan, and here we are, 8-2, like you mentioned, that probably nobody going into the season would have thought we would have been here, but here we are. It's a testament to our kids and our assistant coaches.
Well, Coach, tell us about how the community has taken in this team. I know you've probably traveled well. They're excited. Boaz football has been pretty consistently good lately, but how is the support at Boaz?
It's phenomenal. We can't ask for a better support staff with our administration and Mr. Hayes and Ms. Sumners and Coach Walker's athletic director and our faculty and staff are always there, and our city leaders in the community as well, and our fans come out and support us like you mentioned. Luckily all of our road games have been really close, and we've had a great following all season, and they've kind of bought into the team a little bit, but it's been a great atmosphere every Friday night that we've had the opportunity to go play.
Well, Coach, next week you're on the road to Russellville. I go back to 2022, and they went to Russellville, and Russellville had a big win over Boaz that night. So you're on the road to Russellville next week. This is a football team, and I was just looking, and I think this may be the best 2-year back-to-back years at Boaz in a long, long time with winning last year. They won 9 games. You've won 8 games this year. This group of seniors that you're taking on the road next week, they're probably battle ready going. They went to the second round last year. So I think they're probably experienced and ready to go on the road for you next week.
Yes, sir. We got Russellville. We were able to go watch them play last night, and, they're really big on both sides of the ball. Their quarterback is the coach's son, and, he does a really good job with the football. we're going to have a plan, get ready to go over there. And there's more upsets in the first round than any round, but I don't think it's going to be an upset next week. But we're going to be ready to go, and I expect to come home with a victory.
And as I understand it, isn't Coach Goodwin, who was at Plainview about 10 years ago or so, isn't he the coach at Russellville now?
Yes, sir. He's a coach there. I think this is his second or third year, and his oldest boy coached the quarterback as well.
Right. I thought he was the coach over there. But one other thing I want to ask, and this is about the program, as I understand one of your programs, either your maybe junior high or junior varsity this year, I was told that played the entire season and didn't give up a point. Is that correct?
No, the last game we gave up 26, I believe, but they went undefeated back-to-back years and pitched 7 shutouts. And we gave up 26 points the last game. But we're excited about the future of our program with those guys. Our JV, like I said, we had 7 or 8 freshmen and sophomores were playing. Our JV guys did a really good job as well. I think we finished 4-2 there also.
Well, Coach, sounds like everything's going well at Boaz. We wish you the best next week on the road at Russellville. Congratulations on the 34-21 win over Aniana tonight. We appreciate you spending some time with us on Scoreboard tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Jeff. Thank y'all for what y'all do for high school football.
Coach, we appreciate it. Thanks a lot. That's Coach Luke Pruitt, first year at Boaz High School. Phil, 8-2 on the year. I can't imagine a new coach. He came from Pisgah, had the program going great there, makes the move to Boaz, comes in on the heels of a 9-3 season, which is the best season Boaz has had in several years, and backs it up with an 8-2 season. Great job this year by that crew.
Especially with a very young football team. But, of course, going in, these guys knew how to win. And, when you don't have to teach men how to win, you're ahead of the game. He just kind of plugged in his program. Things kind of worked out. And evidently, Coach Pruitt's perfect for this program. It shows. And what a great year, 8-2.
And it sounds like the program is just going to get better because there's a lot of young folks playing for the Boaz Pirates. They'll go on the road next week to Russellville to open up the playoffs. Congratulations to the Student Athletes of the Week this week. Levi Martin, who plays football at Sardis High School, and Courtney Cash is our female Athlete of the Week. She cheers at Douglas High School. Congratulations to our 2 Student Athletes of the Week. It's made possible each week by Bring Your Own Bids Retail and Mike Richards Automotive.
Save now on home cleaning essentials at Weather's Ace. Select Miss Meyer's Clean Day cleaning products are on sale now at 3 for $12. Let's help you save on trash cleanup too. Buy a pack of Glad trash bags to get a second pack for 25% off. Get $3 off Iron Hold heavy duty trash bags with your Ace Rewards membership. Save $5 instantly on a Rubbermaid 32-gallon trash can. Instant savings are available exclusively for Ace Rewards members. Sign up and start saving today at Weather's Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At Liberty Bank, we value our local schools and are proud to support all of our teams because this is our community too. To everyone who puts in the long hours of practice to help our kids win in life and on the field, we salute you. Whether you're coach from the sidelines, sell concessions, or score touchdowns, the Liberty Bank team is cheering for you. So from our team to yours, let's make it a great season. Liberty Bank, local bankers serving local customers since 1971.
Hi, I'm Randy Jones, your hometown trusted choice insurance agency. Randy Jones and Associates knows the playing field, and we have been proudly serving communities across North Alabama for 46 years. Having the right protection on the field is important. The RJA team of experienced agents will help you find affordable, customized insurance coverage for your family, business, and future. Stop by a local Randy Jones Associates office for a free, no-obligation quote or complimentary policy review.
The deals keep rolling at Wilkes Tire Battery Service. Now through November 30th, we're giving $100 off any set of 4 Goodyear or Kelly branded tires. That's instant savings on quality tires from the brands you know, installed by the experts you trust. And there's more. When you combine our offer with Goodyear's current rebate, you can save up to $300. Visit one of our 12 locations today to take advantage of this offer while it lasts, including Albertville, Gunnersville, and Gadsden. And remember, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
A dealership that puts the community first. Welcome to Sam Boswell Honda of Gadsden, your hometown headquarters for all things Honda. From Gadsden, Oxford, Jacksonville, Atala, Boaz, Albertville, Gunnersville, and beyond. We offer Alabama's top selection of new Hondas, plus an extensive lineup of dependable pre-owned vehicles, all at prices you'll love. Thinking about selling your car? We're ready to buy. Find us on East Meagan Boulevard in Gadsden. Explore our inventory anytime at BoswellHondaGadsden.com. Sam Boswell Honda. Vehicles you can depend on, people you can trust.
This football season, Kia of Rainbow City is proud to be part of the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard. And we're bringing that same energy to your driveway. Score big with tons of stylish new Kias, all with low monthly payments and zero down options. Or rush in and check out Kia of Rainbow City's huge lineup of quality pre-owned vehicles. Plus, mention this ad and take an extra $500 off your next vehicle. Come see how we sack the competition at the all-new Kia of Rainbow City. We have your Kia now, too.
The snap is good. The connection is great. FTC brings fiber internet to your home turf this football season. No buffering, no dropped connections, just reliable high-speed internet that's built to perform where it matters most. Whether you're streaming the game or checking the scores, we've got the speed you need. Score big with FTC's fiber, your home team for high-speed internet. Call 256-638-2144 or visit farmerstel.com today. FTC, we keep you connected.
Hey folks, Jerry O'Neill, broker and owner of Southern Elite Realty. We're so proud to be a part of the WQSB family and honored to help bring you the Friday Night Scoreboard.
That is my man, Jerry O'Neill. And we appreciate Jerry and his sponsorship of the High School Football Scoreboard. About 5 years now, and Jerry's been the title sponsor for the High School Football Scoreboard, and we do appreciate it. Final scores, we're going to run down all the final scores. We had 82 games scheduled this week. There were 12 region games. Most of them, of course, played last night, but here's the whole list of scores on the High School Football Scoreboard. Boaz over Aniana tonight, 34-21. Gunnersville won their 7th in a row over the Albertville Aggies as the Wildcats defeated Albertville 27-19. Last night it was Geraldine defeating Douglas 42-25. Collinsville was a winner over Valley Head 49-21. I forgot to tell you that Priceville defeated Arab 42-21. Also last night it was Fort Payne over Pelham 28-21. Eider beat Gaston 36-32. It was Pisgah over Sylvania 36-10. Etowah wins their first game of the year, 44-28 over Lincoln, and Randolph was a winner over Randolph County was a winner over Hoax Bluff 25-7.
It was Pell City winning over Northside 54-19. Gaston City beat Fultondale 42-0. Whitesburg Christian over Sandrock 31-14. That got Whitesburg Christian into the playoffs, incidentally, and also Sandrock moved into the playoffs. Cedar Bluff beat Donahoe 35-19. Ramburn over Spring Garden 29-21. Nottasulga beat Galesville 41-8. Mars Hill Bible beat Scottsboro 41-14. Section over Woodville 39-31. It was North Sand Mountain beating Susan Moore 45-30, and Holly Pond outlasted Cleveland 58-40.
In regional action tonight in 3A Region 6. We now know the seeding out of that region. It'll be Piedmont, the number 1 seed. They beat Glencoe 46-0. Westbrook will be the number 2 seed as they beat Walter Wellborn 48-6. Glencoe is the number 3 seed, and the number 4 seed will be Walter Wellborn. Other games tonight in that region had Locust Fork defeating Sachs 41-13, and J.B. Pennington had a big win at home tonight to finish their season 6-4. They beat Weaver 42-14. Ohatchee finished their season last week. 4A Region 8, all those games were last night in Plainview. They had another 10-0 season, the first time since 1999. Congratulations to Coach Pruitt and his staff as they beat St. John Paul 49-21. It was North Jackson defeating DAR 48-14. Randolph slips by New Hope 23-22, and Madison Academy was a winner over Westminster 42-13. Madison County had an open date.
You know, another note on where he's talking about wins for a season. Yeah, we knew Plainview was going to have a good football team, but who would have thought 10-0?
Right.
Yeah, so great season for the Plainview Bears. 4A Region 7, Central of Florence beat Danville 21-12. Hatton beat Wilson 46-27. Brooks, they're the number 4 seed out of this region. They beat East Lawrence 56-20. In your region championship, West Morgan Deschler, these two teams put up a lot of points during the year, but for the championship game, it was a defensive struggle. West Morgan getting by Deschler 13-7. West Limestone had an open date.
That just kind of tells me they can play any game and they're
Whatever
really good.
They want. Yeah.
They are really good. They're going to be hard outs in the playoffs. Southeastern was a winner over Oakman, 29-28. Fairview, same here. Fairview and Good Hope, two teams. They were 17-1 combined. Fairview 9-0. Good Hope 8-1. Two of the best seasons over in Coleman County in a while. But Fairview gets the win over Good Hope last night, 14-7. Oak Grove defeated Hansville 70-15. Brewer over West Point, 24-17. Alexandria, the Valley Cubs had a great year. Their only loss was by 2 to Anniston. They beat Munford last night, 35-15. Anniston finished 10-0 as they beat Jacksonville 18-3. Florence, with a late field goal, beat Oxford 12-11. It was Cleburne County over White Plains 27-14. Raglan beats Decatur Heritage 51-20, and St. Clair County rolls over Asheville 42-7.
Corner wins over Springville 48-14. Berry beat Victory Christian 46-21. Huntsville was a winner over Lee 31-8. Buckhorn, they're going into the playoffs, finished the season 7-3 as they beat Grissom 45-26. And Jeff, I heard this note coming in, just thought about it. This is the first time in 17 years Buckhorns won 7 games in a season.
Wow.
So
wouldn't have thought that, Phil.
Yeah, another monumental. Yeah, Buckhorns usually pretty competitive, but it's been the first time in 17 years that they've put together a 7-win season. Hazel Green was a winner over Columbia 34-8. Homewood beat James Clements 38-28. Hartselle over Mortimer Jordan 24-0. Muscle Shoals over Austin. These are all, kind of sort of playoff tune-ups, rivalry games, but of course non-region games, as most of Shoals did win 30-7. Faultville over Winston County 42-14, and Athens, they beat Russellville 28-12.
Ardmore was a winner over Elkmont 59-32. Sweetwater tonight beat Tanner 42-7. It was Shelby County over East Limestone 39-7 tonight. Jasper finished their season 8-2 with a 49-7 win over Lawrence County. Meek beat Carbon Hill 34-6. It was Sheffield defeating Shoals Christian 64-18. Lexington beat Rogers 38-28. Tonight, Phil Campbell outscored Red Bay. This was a good game. Went back and forth throughout the night, but Phil Campbell beat number 10 Red Bay. Red Bay ranked number 10 in Class 2A. 46-38 the finalists. Phil Campbell wins tonight. Phillips over Tharptown 46-14, and Bell Green was a winner over Vina 54-6.
It was Sulligent winning over South Lamar 42-20. Hubbardsville beat Hackleburg 50-20. Fayetteville shuts out Brilliant 41-0. Marion County, this was a great game. They held off Lamar County 40-36. Carver was a winner over Cordova 44-14. Aliceville blew out Greensboro in the second half 40-6. Bayside Academy, not surprised Bayside won this game, but by how much? They beat Tuscaloosa Academy 50-0. Tuscaloosa County wins over Paul Bryant 28-7. Pinson Valley outslugs Hueytown 48-40, and it was Booker T. Washington winning over Shades Valley 27-13.
In a battle of top 10 teams, Vestavia Hills ranked number 2 in 7A. Catholic of Montgomery was ranked number 10 in 5A, and Vestavia Hills, the Rebels, get a big win tonight, 40-13. It was Huffman over Fairfield, 20-10. Spain Park was a winner over Gardendale, 45-17. John Carroll slips by West Blockton, 24-23. McAdory wins over Briarwood, 56-13. Oak Mountain shuts out Chelsea, 26-0. Woodlawn shuts out Centerpoint, 22-0. It was Bessemer City over Winona, 19-14. Northridge gets by Minor, 26-25, and Alma Bryant defeats Jackson Olin 44-6, and those are the 82 games out of North Alabama for Week 11 here on the high school football scoreboard. Southern Elite Realty, serving all of North Alabama. Let Jerry O'Neill and his veteran team of agents provide you with a winning experience. Check them out at mysouthernelite.com. Southern Elite Realty, where great real estate is built on a firm foundation.
Dreaming of the perfect backyard? Now booking for next year. From stunning 3D designs to one-on-one service, Martinez Pools will bring your vision to life in 2026. Vinyl, fiberglass, or Gunite pools, landscaping, sod, irrigation, and waterfalls, outdoor kitchens, hot tubs, and putting greens. Full turnkey service from start to finish. Schedule your spot now. Our openings for next year are limited. Call 256-452-8464 today to reserve your project and make your home the place where kids come to play and memories are made.
You can buy for less.
Hey folks, Randy Ball here at Gilbert Ball Ford in Albertville. At Gilbert Ball Ford, our customer service is top priority. Our priority is to serve our customers and our communities. We'll appreciate having you as our customer and look forward to serving you again. Come see the difference at Gilbert Ball Ford in Albertville. And remember folks, if you don't come see us, I can't save you any money. And visit our website at gilbertballford.com.
You can buy for less.
At First Southern Bank, we've been serving our community since 1935, starting small, growing strong, and always investing in what matters more, you. From personal checking to business loans, we're here to help you save smarter, borrow with confidence, and build a stronger future. We're local, we're homegrown, and we're still growing, one customer at a time. Visit Greg or Clint at the Boaz branch and experience banking built on trust, service, and hometown values. First Southern Bank, banking with heart since 1935, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Jonathan Bright, owner of Jonathan Bright Independent Contracting Services. Are you having roof trouble? Call me today at 256-505-9842. Your local, trusted roofer. And from all of us here at Jonathan Bright Independent Contracting, we'd like to say good luck to our Albertville Aggies.
When it comes to your family's health, you deserve a doctor who listens. Riverview Regional Medical Center's Dr. Sabrina Morgan Graves provides compassionate, personalized care for every stage of life, from checkups and wellness visits to managing ongoing health needs. Conveniently located in the Medical Arts Building at 303 Bay Street in Gadsden. Call 256-543-1222 today to schedule your appointment with Dr. Morgan Graves. Caring for your family like family.
Friday night lights are shining bright across our community, and Coca-Cola United is proud to be on the sidelines cheering with you. From the first kickoff to the final whistle, we're here to support our hometown athletes, coaches, and fans. Nothing brings people together like football, and nothing refreshes like an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola United, celebrating our community, one game at a time.
At Family Savings Credit Union, we believe in people helping people. Whether you're overcoming challenges or building on great credit, we're here with real support, smart guidance, and personalized plans. Because you're not just a number, you're family.
Apply online for quick turnaround. FamilySavingsCU.com.
Family Savings Credit Union, where your money grows with you and your family. Member accounts insured by NCUA.
Take the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard with you wherever you go. Download our free WQSB app for your phone and smart device. Now, back to the Scoreboard on Alabama's Country Giant, WQSB.
And we are back on the High School Football Scoreboard. We want to go back to the telephone now, and joining us is Westbrook Coach Steve Smith. Good evening, Coach. Welcome into Scoreboard, and congratulations. A 9-1 regular season, a number 2 seed out of 3A Region 6, and a 48-6 win over Walter Welborn tonight. Big night for Westbrook.
A great night for the Westbrook Warriors. Our guys, we had a lot to play for tonight. You know, we're in a situation where we needed to win the game to be a number 2 seed and host the first round, and our guys went out. I thought we played extremely well, especially in the first half.
Coach, it's been about 4 years, I believe, since Westbrook has been to the playoffs, so it's going to be the first experience for these guys going to the playoffs. I know they're going to enjoy this experience, but this team has really played well throughout the season, 9-1, and you've been dominant in most of the games that you played this year.
We've had a good season. You know, the guys have really bought into what we've been trying to do. A lot of these guys are 3-year starters for us now, and we've got some experience there, and it's just a tremendous group of guys to coach. I'm telling you, it's a real joy to have these guys each and every day. We have a great time with them. They're real receptive to whatever we've tried to teach them, and they went on the field and they executed for the most part all year long at a high level. And I'm very, very proud of the guys and the coaches and everyone that's contributed to be in this position.
Well, Coach, you talked about this team tonight. They came ready to play. Walter Wellborn comes in 5-3. They had something on the line, too, tonight. But you came out and, again, kind of control the game from the get-go and winning tonight 48-6. Talk about some big plays in the game for your team.
Well, it was the same recipe that's been successful for us this year. I think the first half, I think we kicked off. I know we kicked off to start the game. I won't say we kicked off. I think we kicked off 7 times in the first half, and all of them were touchbacks. And tribute to our kicker, Reed Barber. He does an outstanding job. So all their possessions started on the 20. We had an interception. We blocked a punt. We had a piece of another punt that was kind of a short punt. I don't know, Jeff, but I'm pretty sure that most every possession we had in the first half started on their side of the 50. And, when you're setting your offense up on a short field like that, and we're able to hit a couple of big pass plays and bust a couple runs. So we got off to a really fast start, but it was really.
Did we lose him? Coach, did we lose you? It sounded like he just cut off. So we'll try to get Coach Smith back on the line, but I just cut off right in the middle of those words. But one of the things I was going to ask him, Phil, and if we get him back, I want to ask him, because I was talking this week to Drew Knowles, who coached down there a couple of years ago. He was talking about this, I think his name's Reed Barber, their kicker, how good that young man is as a kicker, much like Hayden Chambers up at Fort Payne, that every kick when he kicks off, the other team starts at the 20-yard line. Yeah. I mean, there's never a run back, because in high school, if it goes into the end zone, crosses the goal line, I don't know if most people understand it, there's a dead ball. So if it goes in the end zone, you can't run it out, and you have to start at the 20. And when you have to start at the 20 and you've got to drive 80 yards on every possession.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. And, of course, speaking of Hayden Chambers, he had a 54-yard field goal last night in the Fort Payne game. Well, me and my wife, we go to Tennessee ball games, and I'm sure you see this too. When they kick off, in SEC ball games, the back guy that's supposed to receive the kickoff will always, if he's not going to field the ball, he'll just do that where his fist's out. So me and Christy was doing that during the Fort Payne and Pelham game, that every time Chambers kicks off, you're going to be the back guy. Just might as well do that, because you're going to be starting from the 20-yard line. And that is so great to be able to do that, because to get a high school team to drive 80 yards without making a mistake is near impossible without a chunk play.
And again, in the kicking game in high school, most of them don't have great punters. So if you can get them to start at the 20-yard line, you hold them, then you're probably going to get good field position. Have we got him back?
I think he's calling in and waiting on them to pick him up.
Okay. We'll try to get him back. But again, when you've had, in that situation, he was talking about the team getting a couple of block kicks or got piece of kicks where the team would start in good field position. So let's see, have we got him back yet, Trey? Have we got Coach Smith? Can we get you, Coach? Are you back?
I'm back. I don't know what happened there, Jeff. I was talking away. I have no idea what I lost.
Hey, Coach, you know what day it is?
Halloween.
It's Halloween.
It is Halloween. It's trick-or-treat night, so you got tricked by somebody tonight. But one thing we were talking about, Coach, while we were trying to get you back, is how important it is. You were talking about, I think his last name's Barber. I think you said it was Reed?
Yes.
How important it is and how confident it is for you as a coach standing on the sideline to know when you start the game or you score, you kick off in the second half, that the other team's going to start at the 20-yard line. You're going to have them in poor field position, and they're going to have to drive 80 yards. If you can hold them, then you've got a chance to get good field position on every possession.
That's it, and that's what's worked for us this year, for the most part. I think somebody said that Reed had kicked off 62 times this year in 10 games, and 57 of them were touchbacks. So, us coaches, we get frustrated a lot of times with special teams and not covering well or giving up big returns. And with the high school rules where they are, where you can't bring it out of the end zone, it's very comforting to know that that when he's putting it in the end zone, that you're letting the other team start on the 20 each time, and greatly, enhance your chances of being able to get the ball back in good field position. So it's been what's worked for us all year long, and we're very, very thankful to have a kicker like Reed Barber that can put the ball in the end zone on a regular basis and set the other team up with a long field. And like I said, our defense tonight played really, really well in the first half. I think we had, in those possessions, 5 3-and-outs and an interception. So we played a lot of the first half on their side of the 50.
Coach, I call them the killer bees because they're Bo and Brody and Brady, I think. I know there's 5 of them there that seem like every time I pick up the newspaper, they're the guys that's scoring touchdowns and leading this team, starting with your quarterback, Brody Blevins, who I understand is just a great athlete.
He's a great athlete, a great leader for us. He's played really well this year for us. Everybody in our skill positions, we got Brody Wood at running back, and then we got Brody Johnson at receiver, Bo Kilgo at receiver, and Beckham Hammondtree at receiver. And so our lone ranger that's not a B is Maximus Jones, and he plays what we call the B-back position. So it's kind of funny that everybody, has a name that starts with a B, but we're blessed with some skill guys. Those guys are all seniors with the exception of quarterback Blevins is a junior. And, each and every one of those guys contributed tonight in some shape, form, or fashion as far as the offensive production, and very, very thankful to have all of them. They've really grown as players. They complement each other really well, and so it was a good night all around for us.
Coach, I want you to talk about the defense because it's been so good this year. Looking at the scores this year, 7 games that you've held the other team to 1 score. 7 of the 10 games. That's outstanding on the season.
No doubt. It starts with our defense coordinator, Brad Lowe. He has done an outstanding job this year. He's one of the most attention to detail people I've ever been around. He does a really good job of getting a plan together. And then on that side of the ball, Wayne Lee coaches our linebacker, Sean Smith coaches our defensive line, and Jimmy Easterwood coaches our secondary. I'm just amazed each and every week with the job that they do of preparing the kids and the film study and the breakdown and things that they do with the defensive side of the ball, and having a great plan and the kids going out and executing it. It's been really a lot of fun to watch, and we're fairly young on the defensive side. We've got 2 senior starters on the defensive side. Jake Haney plays nose guard, and Luke Thompson plays free safety. The rest of the guys on the defensive side are either 9th, 10th, or 11th graders, and they've just gotten better and better as the year went on. Been very pleased with the kids on that side of the ball. Been very pleased with our team in general, but it's been a noticeable step forward by our defense from last year to this year, and we still have a little bit of an Achilles heel, so to speak, of giving up a big play, and that's something that's frustrating from time to time to everyone. But for the most part, those guys have done a great job all year long.
I've got one more question before Phil's got a couple for you, Coach. But I believe when you were mentioning defensive coaches there, did I hear Sean Smith? Is that the Sean Smith that's related to Steve Smith?
It is. It's my oldest son, and he's helping us out here this year, and very thankful to have him there. He does a great job with the D-line, and he's a lot closer to these kids' age than me and the rest of the old guys on the team, so he kind of relates a lot more to 2025 teenagers are thinking than I can. But it's been a real joy to have him out there with us. He helped us the last couple of years while he's finishing up his degree, working with our middle school team, and this year he's helping us on the varsity level. So I'm just glad to have him. It's a real treat for me as a dad to be able to have him out there on the field with us.
Well, Coach, I want to go back to what we had talked about earlier, special teams. On a podcast, I had Coach Rusty Jakeaway on, and I don't think he was surprised by the question, but Coach Jakeaway won a lot of football games with his emphasis on special teams. I'm sure you put a big special emphasis on that, and I'm going to bet you've won a lot of ball games doing that.
Well, it's so crazy that you don't have good special teams. You really realize how much you miss it. We do spend a lot of time on it, and we were very fortunate tonight. I mean, just tonight alone, our special teams, we blocked the punt. We returned the kickoff, second half kickoff for a touchdown. We were 6 out of 6 on our PATs, and we had 2 out of 2 on made field goals, and we had 7 or 8 touchbacks on kickoffs. And then we punted one time, and it was a 52-yard punt that we down inside the 5. So just things of that nature, that you see them in the game, and a lot of times people, I guess, don't place as much value on them because it's not offense or it's not defense, but so many of those plays that can help you win football games. And Wayne Lee, that coaches our linebackers, is also our special teams coordinator, and he does a great job each week of giving us a good game plan and goes over that game plan with the kids just like we do the offensive side. And myself and Rob McHugh, Adam Brown, and Matt Brown working with the offensive guys. And then I mentioned the guys that coach on the defensive side of the ball. Just, placing the emphasis still on those plays being important. Tonight we wind up grading our film. We will have played probably 20 to 25 snaps tonight of special teams.
Yeah.
And 11 people doing their job every time on those things. You really can watch it. All it takes is one person to not do their job and really blow up something on a special team. And, our kids have been really, really good about buying in this year to those plays being just as important and playing those plays. And we've got probably 4 or 5 guys that don't start on offense, don't start on defense, but they may get 15 snaps on special teams. And, taking those plays just as seriously as we would if we were offense or defense has been a big part of our success.
Yeah, role players, that you got to have them naturally. Well, Coach,
right.
This is kind of a 2-part thing, but I want to ask you about this. Your trip over to Trine, great atmosphere, great football program. Did you get a lot out of that football game playing in that atmosphere? Because it probably was a playoff-type atmosphere.
Oh, we certainly did. And that was probably one of the most fun games I've been involved with in my coaching career, because the way it started. I mean, we were 3 and out our first 2 possessions, punted, had them, inside their 20, and they went 2 plays on the first drive, touchdown, and about 5 plays on the second drive, touchdown. It's 14-0, and it wasn't looking good for the Warriors, that's for sure. We had to do something to stop the bleeding, and we were able to put together a drive and went down and scored about the middle of the second quarter. They hit another big play for a touchdown, and we scored right before the half. So we were in the ball game, but that atmosphere of that type of environment, that type of crowd, and then our crowd got behind us, and we took the lead, and they tied it with another long play, and we lined up to kick a game-winning field goal, and we didn't handle the snap, and so it went into overtime. We scored, and then we stopped them. The Georgia overtime, it's kind of like the college rule, but instead of starting at the 25, you start at the 15. You can make a first down at the 5, and so that was kind of real nerve-wracking, but we were able to score on our possession and then stop them on a 4th down play about 2 yards short. And, you'd have thought it was a playoff-type game with the excitement that we had on our sideline and all, but it was a fun game against a really, really good team at Trine, and, it was a big win for us.
Yeah, I've been over there twice to see Gordon Lee play, and it's just a great atmosphere. The other thing I wanted you to comment on, that night was your 300th win. And I know coaches don't really like monuments like that. You kind of sort of look back on that later. But the reason I wanted to point this out, it's 300 wins for you, but it shows to me also you have had a positive impact on a lot of lives.
I appreciate you saying that. That's what it's really all about. We, as competitors, we all want to win every game, no doubt it. But, you've done it. One thing it indicates to people, you've done it for a long time. I've been very fortunate to be able to hold a job as a head coach, for 31 years. I'm very thankful for the opportunity I had at Cedar Bluff, at Piedmont, and now here at Westbrook Christian, and worked with some great administrators. People really took chances on me and gave me second chances, and I've mentioned that before. Lots of loyal assistant coaches that have been right there with me through, 15 to 20 years of that 31-year run, and great communities that all, supported the football program, supported athletics in general. The faculties and the fans and the boosters and all those people that have played an integral part in supporting the teams, and most importantly, just great players. I've been very lucky to have great players at all 3 stops, guys that were willing to be coached and let you coach them hard and push them past their limits sometimes, and or at least what they thought their limits were, and then the satisfaction of seeing them come together as a team and achieve very rewarding profession. I think that we're we should all be very thankful for the opportunity to get to be high school football coaches, and it's not always glorious every single day, but it's a great opportunity every single day to hopefully make an impact on some young teenage boys that are going to be young men, that hopefully they can look back and say you had a positive impact on their life. And just hearing from the guys that I've coached over the years, not a day goes by that I don't hear from somebody, and I feel very blessed and fortunate to have got to do this for a long time.
Well, Coach, before we let you go, I want you to comment. Next week be a home playoff game. That's what every team plays for when you start the season. I know that's one of your goals. You're going to have your first playoff game as a head coach at Westbrook. It's going to be next week against the Vinemont Eagles, and I know you guys will be ready for that one.
Yes, sir. Excited about it. Don't know a whole lot about Vinemont. Obviously, we're pretty good separation between the two schools, but all I need to know about Vinemont is I think 3 weeks ago they went over to Gordo and knocked off Gordo, and that's an attention grabber for anybody. Gordo, perennially a top 10 team in this state. I think they might have been top 3 at that time. And for Vinemont to go on the road and knock Gordo off in a region game, it definitely caught everybody in the state's attention. So, we're expecting a great Vinemont team to roll into Rainbow City next Friday night, and hopefully we can have a great week of preparation and go out there and execute and perform well.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, the number 2 seed, 9-1 regular season, and we wish you the best of luck in the playoffs, and thanks for visiting with us tonight on Scoreboard.
I appreciate y'all having me on, Jeff. Y'all have a great night.
That's Coach Steve Smith. Phil, he's now 303 in 90 in 31 seasons. So that's about 10 wins a year. That's a pretty good career, isn't it?
Get quick math again.
Thank you, sir. But now Coach Smith is a great one. I remember years ago when he was at Cedar Bluff and I was out visiting coaches. He took me to lunch there at Cedar Bluff at Fibber's Cafe. It's not there anymore, but it was a great place to eat, and I always enjoyed visiting with Coach Smith. And I've been doing this 36 years. He's been doing it 31. We visited for about 31 years now. Consider him a good friend, and congratulations to him. And we got some 300-game winners around here.
Yeah, definitely. So, and the one thing about Coach Smith, though, I think the world of him. He's a great guy, but I do not want to be on the opposite sideline from him because I don't think I'm going to fare too well.
And I want to tell this story before we go to break. I guess it's storytelling time. Years ago, it's probably been 12 or 15 years ago when Coach Smith was at Piedmont, he kept saying, "You need to come to one of our games." I said, "Coach, I can't come to one of your games. He said, "We'll play on Thursday night." So they ended up playing Leeds on Thursday night. He wanted me to come to Piedmont because they tailgate. Mm-hmm. Now, when I say they tailgate behind the visitor stands there at Piedmont, and what a great time. We went over there 2 years in a row on a Friday night. Were you with us then?
Yes, I was. Yeah.
So we had a great, you go into that little house that they had, and all they had was in there was food.
Yeah, and if you didn't eat, they were insulted.
And, I ate. I didn't want to insult anybody.
They would have been insulted if you didn't eat. It would like if you'd have been like, Phil, I don't want that.
Phil, that's why I win.
Yeah.
Be part of the show this season by submitting your game day photos from the field to the sidelines to the band to the fans in the stands. Upload your photos from game night on the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard page. Show your school spirit and be part of the Friday night tradition, which is the High School Football Scoreboard.
It's football time in Alabama. The players are hitting the field, the cheerleaders are firing up the crowd, the drum majors striking up the band, and we all stand for the national anthem. This is Congressman Robert Adderholt. While you cheer your favorite team this season, I'll be on President Trump's team shaking things up in Washington. When we stand on conservative principles, it's a win for everyone. I'm Robert Adderholt, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Adderholt for Congress.
Friday nights in the fall are special nights in our communities. It's when everyone comes together to cheer for our football teams, bands, and cheerleaders. This is DeKalb County Sheriff Nick Weldon. As you enjoy this football Friday night, I would like for you to think about the young people who are making decisions right now that could put their future at risk. Drugs are destroying the lives of our youth. Help us stop drug activity by reporting it to DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. Call us at 845-3801.
Support your favorite team in school colors from Dixie Designs, Denson Avenue in Boaz. Dixie Designs can create a logo or custom artwork for your school, church, business, or upcoming event. From screen printing to embroidery, the team at Dixie Designs can do it all. T-shirts, caps, sweats, jackets, polos, uniforms, and much more. Dixie Designs is the official printer of the WQSB Team of the Week T-shirts. Dixie Designs, 415 Denson Avenue in Boaz. Quality sportswear that you can wear every day.
On Friday nights, the big wins happen under the lights. But at Gadsden State Community College, the victories happen every day. Whether it's working toward a college degree, mastering hands-on workforce training, or charging into the healthcare career, Gadsden State is here to help you find and reach your next set of goals. Financial assistance is plentiful, classes are flexible, and opportunities are wide open. Enroll at Gadsden State and let's start your next big win. Visit GadsdenState.edu to get started.
This football season, Kia of Rainbow City is proud to be part of the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard. And we're bringing that same energy to your driveway. Score big with tons of stylish new Kias, all with low monthly payments and zero down options. Or rush in and check out Kia of Rainbow City's huge lineup of quality pre-owned vehicles. Plus, mention this ad and take an extra $500 off your next vehicle. Come see how we sack the competition at the all-new Kia of Rainbow City. We have your Kia now, too.
The snap is good. The connection is great. FTC brings fiber internet to your home turf this football season. No buffering, no dropped connections, just reliable high-speed internet that's built to perform where it matters most. Whether you're streaming the game or checking the scores, we've got the speed you need. Score big with FTC's fiber, your home team for high-speed internet. Call 256-638-2144 or visit farmerstel.com today. FTC, we keep you connected.
Pax Nursery and Garden Center on Highway 168 between Boaz and Kilpatrick reminds you fall is time for planting, and they have a large selection of fruit trees, blackberry plants, grapevines, blueberry bushes, shade and flowering trees, encore azaleas, hydrangeas, roses, hollies, boxwoods, and much more. They also have mulch, pine straw, concrete pots, and statuary. Follow them on Facebook to see what's new. Pax Nursery and Garden Center, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and Saturdays till noon.
You can listen to high school football action each week on WQSB's sister station. WKXX 102.9 brings you Hoax Bluff Eagles football, and Power 107.5 covers Albertville Aggie football. Now back to the scoreboard on Alabama's country giant WQSB.
And welcome back to the high school football scoreboard. Going to run down our top 20 from around the state of Alabama. A lot of byes this week. A lot of teams didn't play. Number 1, Wadley had a bye. Number 2, Maplesville shuts out Alabama Christian 49-0. Number 3, Leroy with a bye. Number 4, McKenzie beats Billingsley 50-6. Number 5, Hubberville beat number 9, Hackleburg 50-20. Number 6, Addison had a bye week, as did number 7, Appalachian. Number 8, Winterboro beat Childersburg 32-8. And number 10, University Charter, also with a bye in 1A.
In Class 2A, number 1, Luverne beat Daleville 32-0. Coosa Christian had a bye this week. Number 3, Pisgah went over Sylvania 36-10. Number 4, Reeltown fell to Lee Scott Academy 28-25. Number 5, Pleasant Valley, they were open this week. Number 6, Lynette was open this week. Number 7, Tuscaloosa Academy lost to Bayside Academy 50-0. Number 8, Ayrton the Purple Aces are having a very great season, a very good season. They beat Brantley 56-7. Number 9, Vincent, one of those teams watch out for in the playoffs. They beat Montevallo 47-19. Number 10, Red Bay failed to Phil Campbell 46-38.
In 3A, number 1, Mars Hill over Scottsboro 41-14. Number 2, Piedmont shuts out Glencoe 46-0. Number 3, Southside Selma outscored Bullock County 76-44. It was number 4, Geraldine over Douglas, 42-25. Number 5, Bayside Academy beat Tuscaloosa Academy 50-0. Number 6, Montgomery Academy, 7-5. And 8, Gordo all had open weeks this week. Number 9, Cottage Hill over St. Luke's, 48-14. And number 10, Westbrook defeated Walter Welborn 48-6.
Moving up to Class 4A, it was number 1 St. Michael's, 25-20 over UMS Wright. Number 2 Jackson had an open week. Number 3 West Morgan beat number 7 Deschler 13-7. Number 4 Anniston over Jacksonville 18-3. Number 5 Plainview beat St. John Paul 49-21. Number 6 Hamilton, they were open this week. Number 8 Alexandria over Munford 35-15. Number 9 Good Hope fell to Fairview 14-7, and number 10 Madison Academy beat Westminster 42-13.
In 5A, Williamson was open. Number 2 Viger loses to 7A Baker 21-12. Number 3 Moody had a bye. Number 4 Fairview beat Good Hope 14-7. Number 5 Clay Central had an open date. Number 6 Northside over American Christian 45-14. Number 7 St. Clair County rolls over Asheville 42-7. Number 8 Gunnersville gets by Albertville 27-19. Number 9 Ramsey had a bye, and number 10 Montgomery Catholic they lose to Vestavia Hills, number 2 in 7A 40-13.
Class 6A, Clay Chalkville number 1, number 2 Saraland each open this week. Number 3 Muscle Shoals beat Austin 30-7. Number 4 Benjamin Russell wins over Percy Julian. Watch out for Benjamin Russell in the playoffs. They beat Percy Julian 45-13. Number 5 Homewood over James Clements 38-28. Number 6 Hartselle beat Mortimer Jordan 24-0. Number 7 Pike Road over Charles Henderson 45-0. Number 8 Spain Park beat Gardendale 45-17. Number 9 Parker had an open week this week, and number 10 Fort Payne beat Pelham 28-21.
Only 2 teams in 7A played this week. Number 1, Central Phoenix City. Number 3, Thompson. Number 4, Auburn. Number 5, Hewitt-Trussville. Number 6, Mary Montgomery. Number 8, Daphne. Number 9, Hoover. And number 10, Opelika all had open dates. Number 2, Vestavia Hills beat Montgomery Catholic 40-13. And number 7, Baker over Viger 21-12, and those are your top 10 scores from around the state. Lake properties, mountain properties, residential or commercial. At Southern Elite Realty, they treat every property like it's their own. Check them out at mysouthernelite.com. Southern Elite Realty, where great real estate is built on a firm foundation.
Hey folks, Randy Ball here at Gilbert Ball Ford in Albertville. At Gilbert Ball Ford, our customer service is top priority. Our priority is to serve our customers and our communities. We'll appreciate having you as our customer and look forward to serving you again. Come see the difference at Gilbert Ball Ford in Albertville. And remember folks, if you don't come see us, I can't save you any money. And visit our website at gilbertballford.com.
You can buy for less. You can buy for less.
The Furniture Shop, Lazy Boy Comfort Studio in Albertville and Henniger strives to provide quality furniture for every lifestyle. Choose from entertainment centers, bedroom suites, dining tables, home accessories, bedding, and Lazy Boy recliners, sofas, and chairs. The Furniture Shop, Lazy Boy Comfort Studio is located on Highway 431 in Albertville and Highway 75 in Henniger.
Everybody in the community enjoys a football Friday night, coming together to cheer on your favorite team and schools. For over 75 years, Marshall DeKalb Electric Cooperative has provided the electricity to heat and cool the homes, schools, businesses, and light the playing fields in our communities. Marshall DeKalb Electric employees Jamie Camper, Christy Farmer, Kelly Horton, Lacey Lowry, and Josh Creech were proud to play, cheer, and perform for Boaz High School, and now provide you with the power for your everyday life.
In sports, every point counts. And at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today.
In North Alabama, call us, Cy Giles and Holly Bobo at the Giles & Bobo Insurance Group.
You can reach us at 256-538-8201 or stop by our office at 410 5th Avenue Northeast in Attalla, Alabama.
Alabama.
A dealership that puts the community first. Welcome to Sam Boswell Honda of Gadsden, your hometown headquarters for all things Honda. From Gadsden, Oxford, Jacksonville, Attala, Boaz, Albertville, Gunnersville, and beyond. We offer Alabama's top selection of new Hondas, plus an extensive lineup of dependable pre-owned vehicles, all at prices you'll love. Thinking about selling your car? We're ready to buy. Find us on East Meagan Boulevard in Gadsden. Explore our inventory anytime at BoswellHondaGadsden.com. Sam Boswell Honda. Vehicles you can depend on, people you can trust.
At Family Savings Credit Union, we believe in people helping people. Whether you're overcoming challenges or building on great credit, we're here with real support, smart guidance, and personalized plans. Because you're not just a number, you're family.
Apply online for quick turnaround. FamilySavingsCU.com.
Family Savings Credit Union, where your money grows with you and your family. Member accounts insured by NCUA.
Friday night lights are shining bright across our community, and Coca-Cola United is proud to be on the sidelines cheering with you. From the first kickoff to the final whistle, we're here to support our hometown athletes, coaches, and fans. Nothing brings people together like football, and nothing refreshes like an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola United, celebrating our community, one game at a time.
The snap is good. The connection is great. FTC brings fiber internet to your home turf this football season. No buffering, no dropped connections, just reliable high-speed internet that's built to perform where it matters most. Whether you're streaming the game or checking the scores, we've got the speed you need. Score big with FTC's fiber, your home team for high-speed internet. Call 256-638-2144 or visit farmerstel.com today. FTC, we keep you connected.
Your Friday night football tradition continues. Now back to the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard, presented by Southern Elite Realty in Guntersville.
Well, the regular season is over, and we start pointing to the playoffs. 104 games are coming up next week as we kick off the first round of the playoffs. And I want to let you know this, and, of course, don't talk about him a lot, but David Parker does a great job with the Alabama High School Football organization, and he's got a website. And Trey had sent me this earlier this evening about teams missing the playoffs for the first time in a while, and consecutive season qualifying streaks broken in 2025. Aliceville with 29 years, Sweetwater with 24 years, Pickens County with 20 years, Spanish Fort 17 years, St. Paul's 15 years, and St. James 11 years. Those teams' playoff streaks broken will not be in the playoffs this year.
It's just amazing, how that happens all at one time. That many teams. That's just amazing to think about.
And let's look at your matchups for next week. We'll begin in Class 1A, where Ragland travels to Addison. Berry is at Fayetteville. Appalachian, unbeaten on the year. First time in school history they were unbeaten. They'll host Shoals Christian. Marion County will be at Winterboro. Wadley, the number one team and the defending state champion, they'll host South Lamar in the first round. Woodville is at home, their first ever playoff game, and they play Meek. Hubbardville will host Woodland, and Hackleburg will travel, or rather, Spring Garden will travel to take on Hackleburg next week to kick off the 1A playoffs, Phil.
Yeah, one team you want to, of course, look at is Wadley. They're probably going to be the favorite overall, but there's one other team I want to point out. Appalachian, 10-0, first time in school history. They get Shoals Christian in the first round, could get Winterboro in the second round. This is one of those teams that could make a deep run in the playoffs.
And also, Addison, when they're in 1A, Addison finished 9-1. They beat everybody in 1A. Their only loss was for a Good Hope, who finished 8-2 in the playoffs. This is a good Addison team, and seems like every time they move to 1A, you can see them going deep in the playoffs. So beware of the Bulldogs over in Addison. Class 2A, here are your matchups next week. Pisgah hosting Tanner. Faultville travels to Vincent. Red Bay is at home to Sandrock, and Sulligent plays at Southeastern. Isabella will be at Coosa Christian. It'll be Lexington hosting North Sand Mountain. Susan Moore at Tuscaloosa Academy, and Pleasant Valley at home hosting Winston County.
Of course, Coosa Christian, the cream of the crop right now in Class 2A on paper. You kind of look at it that way. Of course, Pleasant Valley, what a great season they had. Their best team in school history. One team I want to point out, the Pisgah Eagles. Last year, they were one of the big favorites going to the playoffs. Well, they got beat at the end of the season by Sylvania. And I don't know that might have twisted their psyche a little bit. Well, this year, they had early season losses to Fife and Plainview. But this team, after that Plainview loss, has gotten better and better and better. And they're playing their best football right now going into the playoffs. So keep an eye on the Pisgah Eagles. They could be dangerous.
In their bracket right now, Phil, personally, I would favor them and Coosa Christian coming out of the bottom bracket, which would be a semifinal matchup. If that happened, it could be at Pisgah if it happens later on. Moving on to Class 3A, here are your matchups for next week in the first round. Mars Hill Bible hosting Whitesburg Christian. Glencoe traveling to Winfield. Geraldine at home hosting Rogers, and Westbrook will be hosting Vinemont. Piedmont will be at home at the Field of Champions to Phil Campbell. Fife at home hosting Lauderdale County. Welborn at Gordo, and Collinsville travels on the road to Leeton to take on Colbert County.
Of course, everybody points to Mars Hill, and probably the second team in this would probably be Piedmont. Everybody else is, is pretty evenly matched. There's going to be some great matchups. Westbrook's playing very well. That Fife Lauderdale County game is going to be a good first-round matchup. But the most intriguing matchup to me, the one I'd like to see, is that Collinsville-Colbert County game.
And I'm just looking at second-round possible matchups with Westbrook and Geraldine.
Yes.
That's going to be huge. Fife and Piedmont. Those could be second-round matchups in the second week if the seedings hold anyway. Going to 4A, and again, I think this is the best bracket in the playoffs in the North. West Morgan, they're at home hosting Randolph. You got Good Hope hosting Cherokee County. Plainview is at home to Brooks and Alexandria. It will be at Death Valley next week taking on Fayette County. Anniston will be at home to Fultondale. Madison Academy is going to host Hatton. Asheville travels to Hamilton, and North Jackson is at Deschler.
Looking at that top part of the bracket, you was talking about your West Morgan, Good Hope, Cherokee County, Plainview, Alexandria. I'm going to tell you one thing. That's going to be a bloodbath. Whoever survives that stretch right there is going to be a deserving semifinalist.
Brooks is a tough number 4 coming to Plainview. And Fayette County is a tough number 3 coming to Alexandria. Next week, some great matchups there in 4A. As we move on to Class 5A tonight, you've got A-Rap. They're not going to have to travel very far, just down the road, about 10 miles to Fairview to open up the playoffs next week. Ramsey will be hosting Jacksonville, the Golden Eagles. Scottsboro as at home as they try to bounce back. They had an open date and then played Mars Hill last night. They've got West Point next week, and West Point is the number 4 seed. So Scottsboro looks to bounce back there. Carver of Birmingham travels to St. Clair County. Moody, who looks like to be the best team right now in the North in 5A, they're hosting Corner. Gunnersville is at home hosting Priceville. Leeds travels to Briarwood, and the Boaz Pirates, they go on the road to Russellville in a game, Phil, that I think Boaz has a chance to match up and play with the Golden Tigers.
Yes, I think so, especially as well coached as they are. Looking at Scottsboro, their 6-4 record's deceiving. Their three non-region games they lost. Monsters they had to play against. So they're prepared as far as schedule goes. So, looking at that, if Scottsboro and St. Clair County both win, what a great second-round matchup that will be.
You're talking about Scottsboro. For the losses, their non-region games, they lost to a Fort Payne team that finished 9-1. They lost to a Mars Hill team that finished 10-0, and they lost to a Clay Central team that finished 9-1. So combined records of those are like 28-2 are their losses, and then still can't explain the homecoming loss to Brewer. Yeah. So moving on to Class 6A. This year, 6A, you've got May Jemison. They're traveling to Muscle Shoals next week. Parker plays Oxford at home. Fort Payne, they'll be at home at Wildcat Stadium hosting Athens, and Mortimer Jordan will be at Mountain Brook. Clay Chalkville, the number one team that I think is probably as good as any in the state. They're playing Jackson Olin. Gadsden City is at home to Jasper. Pell City travels to Homewood, and Hartselle plays Buckhorn.
This is one of those times where you've got some great first-round matchups. I think Fort Payne and Athens is a good one. Parker and Oxford is a good one. Gadsden City and Jasper is a good one. Also, Homewood and Pell City are all great football games to open the 6A playoffs. There's some very good football teams here. Yes, Clay Chalkville's a little bit better than everybody else, I think, and maybe a lot better than everybody else. But there's still some great football teams in these two brackets.
If the seeding holds, you'll have Muscle Shoals, Parker, second round, Fort Payne, Mountain Brook, Clay Chalkville, Gadsden City, and Homewood and Hartselle. That's pretty good football there in Class 6A. Moving on to Class 7A, here are your matchups for next week. First round, it'll be Daphne traveling all the way from down in Mobile. They'll play at Sparkman. Auburn will host Vestavia Hills. Both of those are top 10 teams. Baker, they will host Florence, and Hewitt-Trussville will host Opelika. Again, a couple of top 10 teams. In 7A, in the other side of the bracket, you've got Thompson. They'll be hosting Carver Montgomery. Austin will be traveling down south to Mary Montgomery. This one is the one that'll wake you up, as Central of Phoenix City hosting Hoover in a first round in the 7A playoffs. One of those teams will be out after next week, and James Clemens will play Fairhope.
Yeah, that you look at it, Auburn, Vestavia Hills, Central Phoenix City, and Hoover. Yes, those are the named teams that you recognize and going to have to be eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. This the way the new system works in Class 7A, a little bit confusing, kind of, sort of. I don't know. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of lopsided games.
Could be that first round. It looks like Region 1 and Region 4 are weaker than Region 2 and Region 3, and Region 2 and Region 3 are playing each other next week, and it's going to be interesting to see when we get to the second round, Phil. Maybe have some close games next week, and then some that may not be so close there in the second week of the playoffs in Class 7A, but that's something we'll see in the next few weeks, and of course we'll be here every week to keep you up to date on the playoffs here on the High School Football Scoreboard. And, of course, coming up next, we're going to name this week's Team of the Week. Team of the Week sponsors each week are Dixie Designs, Wilson's Trophies, and Wilburn's Waxing Solutions. Our Team of the Week last week, the Appalachian Eagles, who finished 10-0. When we come back, we've talked about 3 teams that we've considered for this week's Team of the Week award, and we'll make that announcement. That's next on the High School Football Scoreboard.
Hey, it's Friday Night Lights. Cooler weather and great deals on new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Alexander Ford in Boaz. Come see us before you buy your next vehicle. We do not have what you want. We'll order it for you. We have been in business for over 50 years and want to thank our customers and invite you to come see why people come see us again and again. The automobile business has changed, but Alexander Ford still values family, friendships, and good hometown people. Good luck to your school this football season, and come see us at Alexander Ford in Boaz.
When your ride's having issues again, don't panic. Call the family. At Ohana Auto Repair in Rainbow City, Ohana means family, and that's exactly how we treat you. Our ASE certified technicians work on all makes and models, European, domestic, and import, from oil changes to engine diagnostics to electrical issues that make your dash light up. And yes, we actually know what that weird clanking sound is. Ohana Auto Repair in Rainbow City, where you're not just a customer, you're family. Call us at 256-442-6864.
At First Southern Bank, we've been serving our community since 1935, starting small, growing strong, and always investing in what matters more, you. From personal checking to business loans, we're here to help you save smarter, borrow with confidence, and build a stronger future. We're local, we're homegrown, and we're still growing, one customer at a time. Visit Greg or Clint at the Boaz branch and experience banking built on trust, service, and hometown values. First Southern Bank, banking with heart since 1935, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Randy Jones, your hometown trusted choice insurance agency. Randy Jones and Associates knows the playing field, and we have been proudly serving communities across North Alabama for 46 years. Having the right protection on the field is important. The RJA team of experienced agents will help you find affordable, customized insurance coverage for your family, business, and future. Stop by a local Randy Jones Associates office for a free, no-obligation quote or complimentary policy review.
Hi, this is Brent Rhodes, candidate for DeKalb County Commission President. As a lifelong resident of DeKalb County, I care deeply about our people, our values, and our future. On May the 19th, I would truly appreciate your vote. I'm committed to working hard for our community and helping move DeKalb County forward. Best of luck to all of our local teams this year. We're proud of you.
Paid political advertisement by Brent Rhodes, Crossville, Alabama.
This is Jonathan Bright, owner of Jonathan Bright Independent Contracting Services. Are you having roof trouble? Call me today at 256-505-9842. Your local trusted roofer. And from all of us here at Jonathan Bright Independent Contracting, we'd like to say good luck to our Albertville Aggies.
Pax Nursery and Garden Center on Highway 168 between Boaz and Kilpatrick reminds you fall is time for planting, and they have a large selection of fruit trees, blackberry plants, grapevines, blueberry bushes, shade and flowering trees, encore azaleas, hydrangeas, roses, hollies, boxwoods, and much more. They also have mulch, pine straw, concrete pots, and statuary. Follow them on Facebook to see what's new. Pax Nursery and Garden Center, open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and Saturdays till noon.
This football season, Kia of Rainbow City is proud to be part of the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard. And we're bringing that same energy to your driveway. Score big with tons of stylish new Kias, all with low monthly payments and zero down options. Or rush in and check out Kia of Rainbow City's huge lineup of quality pre-owned vehicles. Plus, mention this ad and take an extra $500 off your next vehicle. Come see how we sack the competition at the all-new Kia of Rainbow City. We have your Kia now, too.
Now back to the WQSB High School Football Scoreboard, presented by Southern Elite Realty in Guntersville, the most listened to scoreboard in the state of Alabama. Here's your hosts, Jeff Allen and Phil Harris.
And before we name this week's Team of the Week and talk about those three teams that we've discussed, once again want to congratulate volleyball champions from our area that won volleyball championships this week. In 5A, it was the Guntersville Lady Wildcats. In 4A, the Lady Warriors from Cherokee County. In 2A, the Lady Raiders from Pleasant Valley. Congratulations to Guntersville, Cherokee County, and Pleasant Valley for volleyball championships here this fall season. And Phil, as we went to break, we talked about three teams that we've considered for this week's Team of the Week. And the first one is the Fort Payne Wildcats. Again, I think you said it earlier, I think is a team that overachieved this year. The Wildcats finished 9-1 this year. They had a great senior class last year. They finished 10-3, went to the playoffs, lost to Oxford in the third round. I don't think a lot of people expected this team to be 9-1 at this point, but they finished 9-1, had a big win over Pelham last night.
Somebody forgot to tell those young men that play the game of football that they weren't supposed to be that good this year. So they really turned it up a notch. Another team we'll look at, the Geraldine Bulldogs. What a great year they've had. Coach Davis's team beat Fife. That's the third time he's beat them this year, won the region championship, finished 9-1, beat Douglas tonight 42-25, and they're flying high going into the 3A playoffs.
And the other team that we considered also a team that finished 9-1, and that's the Westbrook Warriors. Been 4 years since Westbrook has made the playoffs, but they secured the number 2 seed tonight. They win 48-6. We talked to Coach Steve Smith a little bit earlier in the program. Great season for the Westbrook Warriors as they finished 9-1, the win over Walter Welborn tonight. So those are the three teams that we considered for this week's Team of the Week: the Westbrook Warriors, Geraldine Bulldogs, and the Fort Payne Wildcats. And this week's Team of the Week, the final Team of the Week for the 2025 season, will be the Westbrook Warriors. Congratulations to Westbrook and Coach Steve Smith. They're this week's Team of the Week. We'll be there next week to present them their Team of the Week trophy and T-shirts. The Westbrook Warriors, the final Team of the Week for the 2025 season.
Where can you find a dealership that makes it easy to buy a new vehicle? WholesaleCars.com. Hi, this is Brett, General Manager of WholesaleCars.com. With today's hectic lifestyle, convenience is everything. Buy with us, and you can make your payments online, over the phone, or even by bank draft. You can even choose your payment date. We offer across-the-board financing with rates that beat most banks. That's just a few reasons that we've earned an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. Come see us. WholesaleCars.com, Highway 431, Albertville.
Since 1991, James Barbecue has been serving up mouth-watering barbecue starting from a humble food truck in Geraldine, Alabama. Now with 2 smoking locations, including Little James Barbecue in Rainsville, they're still cooking fresh food daily with homemade sauces you'll dream about. Don't forget steak night every Friday, hot off the grill and worth the trip. And Annie says,
"Come get my dad's barbecue. We're fired up to serve you."
James Barbecue or Little James Barbecue is always available for catering. James Barbecue, slow cooked and full of Southern flavor.
At Liberty Bank, we value our local schools and are proud to support all of our teams because this is our community too. To everyone who puts in the long hours of practice to help our kids win in life and on the field, we salute you. Whether you're coach from the sidelines, sell concessions, or score touchdowns, the Liberty Bank team is cheering for you. So from our team to yours, let's make it a great season. Liberty Bank, local bankers serving local customers since 1971.
The deals keep rolling at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service. Now through November 30th, we're giving $100 off any set of 4 Goodyear or Kelly branded tires. That's instant savings on quality tires from the brands you know, installed by the experts you trust. And there's more. When you combine our offer with Goodyear's current rebate, you can save up to $300. Visit one of our 12 locations today to take advantage of this offer while it lasts, including Albertville, Gunnersville, and Gadsden. And remember, at Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Score Time Scoreboards, the only authorized fair play dealer in Alabama. Owners Avery and Patty Hendricks would like to thank all our loyal customers for your patronage and trusting us to help you keep score for the past 31 years. From the new Scoreboard video boards at Boaz and Douglas High School to all Scoreboard video boards at Birmingham City Schools and all points in between. Proudly serving the WQSB listening area with your scoring needs. No matter what team you root for, the game starts and stops with Score Time Scoreboards.
Are you struggling with shortness of breath, chronic cough, or sleep issues? There's a new expert in town. Introducing Dr. Zulkarnain, a board-certified pulmonologist now accepting new patients right here in Gadsden. Whether it's asthma, COPD, or sleep apnea, we're here to help you breathe easier and live better. Riverview Pulmonary Associates, located in the Medical Arts Building at 303 Bay Street, Suite 100. Call 256-413-6520 to schedule your appointment with Dr. Zulkarnain today.
In sports, every point counts. And at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today.
In North Alabama, call us, Cy Giles and Holly Bobo at the Giles and Bobo Insurance Group.
You can reach us at 256-538-8201 or stop by our office at 410 5th Avenue Northeast in Atala, Alabama.
A dealership that puts the community first. Welcome to Sam Boswell Honda of Gadsden, your hometown headquarters for all things Honda. From Gadsden, Oxford, Jacksonville, Atala, Boaz, Albertville, Gunnersville, and beyond. We offer Alabama's top selection of new Hondas, plus an extensive lineup of dependable pre-owned vehicles, all at prices you'll love. Thinking about selling your car? We're ready to buy. Find us on East Meagan Boulevard in Gadsden. Explore our inventory anytime at BoswellHondaGadsden.com. Sam Boswell Honda. Vehicles you can depend on, people you can trust.
Hey folks, Jerry O'Neill, broker and owner of Southern Elite Realty. We're so proud to be a part of the WQSB family and honored to help bring you the Friday Night Scoreboard.
And congratulations once again to the Westbrook Warriors. They're the final team of the week for the 2025 season. And Phil, there's something you wanted to mention before we run down all our scores here for one last time.
Yeah, I was wanting to point out where Iders, of course, they had bookend victories to won the first game of the year. They got team of the week, and then won the game last night against Gaston. Late in the ball game, they were up 36-32. And it looked like Gaston was going to go in for the winning touchdown, but Taylor and Tyler Kidwell made big plays. One of them stripped the running back of the football. The other one fell on it. Ider was able to keep the football, kill the clock, and win their second game of the year. So a big win for the Hornets, 36-32 over Gaston.
And let's run down all our final scores for one last time here. The final week of the regular season. Guntersville over Albertville, 27-19. Boaz beat Aniana 34-21. It was Geraldine over Douglas, 42-25. Priceville doubled up Arab, 42-21. Collinsville and the 88th meeting with Valley Head defeated the Tigers 49-21. Fort Payne got by Pelham 28-21. It was Pisgah beating Sylvania 36-10. Lincoln fell to Etowah last night 44-28, and Randolph was a winner over Hoax Bluff 25-7.
It was Pell City over Southside 54-19. Gadsden City beat Fultondale 42-0. Whitesburg Christian over Sand Rock 31-14. Cedar Bluff beat Donahoe 35-19. Ramburn was a winner over Spring Garden 29-21. Nottasulga was a winner over Galesville 41-8. Mars Hill beat Scottsboro 41-14. Section big win. They knocked off Woodville 39-31. North Sand Mountain 8-2 now. They beat Susan Moore 45-30, and it was Holly Pond knocking off Cleveland 58-40.
We had 12 regional games played this week in Class 3A Region 6. It was Piedmont winning the region championship with a 46-0 win over Glencoe. Westbrook secured second place as they defeated Walter Wellborn 48-6. It was Locust Fork over Sachs 41-13, and J.B. Pennington beat Weaver 42-14. Ohatchee was open from 4A Region 8. These games were played last night. It was Madison Academy over Westminster 42-13. North Jackson beat DAR 48-14. Plainview completed an unbeaten regular season with a 49-21 win over St. John Paul, and Randolph slips by New Hope 23-22.
In 4A Region 7, Central of Florence beat Danville 21-12. Hatton, they're going to the playoffs as a 3 seed. They beat Wilson 46-27. Brooks, they get in. They win over East Lawrence 56-20. In the region championship, West Morgan 13, Deschler 7. For the 4A Region 7 championship, West Limestone had an open date.
The Southeastern Mustangs scored with 7 seconds left, got the 2-point conversion, beat Oakman last night 29-28. In a battle of top 10 teams in Coleman County, it was Fairview over Good Hope 14-7. Oak Grove beat Hansville 70-15. Brewer by a touchdown over West Point 24-17. Alexandria beats Munford 35-10. Anniston completes an unbeaten regular season with an 18-3 win over Jacksonville. Florence slips by Oxford 12-11. It was Cleburne County tonight over White Plains 27-14. Raglan beat Decatur Heritage 51-20, and St. Clair County knocks off Asheville 42-7.
It was Corner over Springville 48-14. Berry beat Victory Christian 46-21. Huntsville was a winner over Lee, 31-8. Buckhorn got past Grissom, 45-26. Hazel Green was a winner over Columbia, 34-8. It was Homewood knocking off James Clements, 38-28. Hartsville beat Mortimer Jordan, 24-0. Muscle Shoals was a winner over Austin, 30-7. Faultville beat Winston County, 42-14, and Athens was a winner over Russellville, 28-12.
Ardmore rolls over Elkmont, scoring 59 points. Ardmore 59, Elkmont 32. Sweetwater beat Tanner tonight 42-7. It was Shelby County over East Limestone 39-7. Jasper wins their 8th win of the year as the Vikings beat Lawrence County 49-7. Meek over Carbon Hill 34-6. It was Sheffield outscoring Shoals Christian 64-18. Lexington beats Rogers 38-28. And a good one over at Phil Campbell tonight. Phil Campbell knocks off Red Bay 46-38. Phillips beats Tharptown 46-14. And Bell Green, they set a school record, I believe, with their 6th win as they defeated Vina tonight 54-7. 48-6.
It was Sullivan, a winner over South Namore, 42-20. Hubbardsville beat Hackleburg, 50-20. Fayetteville shuts out Brilliant, 41-0. Marion County in a good one. They knock off Lamar County, 40-36. Carver over Cordova, 44-14. Aliceville beat Greensboro, 40-6. Bayside Academy shuts out Tuscaloosa Academy, 50-0. Tuscaloosa County beat Paul Bryant, 28-7. Pinson Valley over Hueytown, 48-40. Booker T. Washington wins over Shades Valley, 27-13.
It was Vestavia Hills defeating Catholic of Montgomery, 40-13. Huffman doubles up Fairfield, 20-10. Spain Park over Gardendale, 45-17. John Carroll slips by West Blockton, 24-23. McAdory beats Briarwood, 56-13. Oak Mountain shuts out Chelsea, 26-0. Also, Homewood shutting out Centerpoint, 22-0. Bessemer City over Winona, 19-14. It was Northside by 1 over Minor, 26-25. And Alma Bryant defeats Jackson Olin, 44-6. And those are our 82 games, the final week of the regular season. Phil, it seems like it's just gone quickly this year.
It definitely has, and it always does. All of a sudden it's playoff time. Football gets started, and then right around the corner it's Christmas time. And like somebody said, hey, let's get Halloween over about 10 o'clock because tomorrow Christmas starts.
It does start. It's already out in the stores, I'm sure, everywhere. But the week 11 is ended. Of course, we look forward to next week, and we're going to be here for 4 more weeks. We're going to take you all the way through to the playoffs, and so you can join us on Friday night. And be sure, as I told a gentleman this week, Brandon Johnson, who is a faithful listener, who's a coach down at Appalachian, great baseball coach at Appalachian, I told him about downloading the app. He said, I can get to places where I can't pick you up. And I said, download the app, man. You can download the app and listen wherever you go, because some of these schools are going to be taking long trips, and you'll want to, maybe we won't put you to sleep as you're driving home after a game.
Yeah, maybe we'll keep you awake for a little while. I said, but Friday night Scoreboard has, it's become a pastime. And most folks tells me, hey, as soon as jump in that car, 9 o'clock, turn on the radio and make that trip home.
And that's going to wrap it up for us tonight on the High School Football Scoreboard. The final week of the regular season playoffs start next week. We'll have all scores of 104 games next Friday night. And we'll have the second week pairings all coming up. So hope you join us next Friday night at 9 o'clock